This past year, we've investigated a load of different interesting cases, a bunch of scams, and we discovered some shocking things. But in some of these cases, there have been some developments. So in this video, we will not only show you some of our favorite projects, but also these updates and bonuses.
It's the big end of year wrap up. Beautiful.
Romance scams are very common. These scammers target older men, pretend to be hot young women, and then ask for loads of money. So in this video, we are digging deep into the world of romance scams, and we're even going on some dates ourselves.
Now, of course, we're not old enough. So meet Mark. Mark is 63 years old. He's from Michigan in the United States, and he is very, very lonely, which is why he made an account on check-single-women.com.
Naturally.
So for the past month, I've been pretending to be Mark, messaging with loads of women. I've had burner phones, burner emails, the whole deal. Meet our first babe. Diana.
Yes!
Diana is 22 and has 2 kids. Within 1 day of speaking to Diana, she asked for money. The only way is to pay off the electricity debt so that my children are not in the dark. Oh, sad face emoji. Now, of course, Mark wanted proof. Diana sent proof. She sent Mark an email that she got from Energy, the energy company. Here's where she f***ed up.
Okay.
She included the email address from Energy in a screenshot. Now, I reached out to Energy.
You did?
I would like to confirm that this is not an email address used for communication with customers of Energy.
So she faked it?
Yeah, can you believe it? Because I can. Mark fully bought into this. He did need her address to send her money.
No, she sent it?
She lives on unnamed street 5119. Here's the thing though.
Yeah.
Diana's not the only girl Mark's been speaking to. This is Mia.
Yes.
She's 19. She lives 3 doors down from Diana.
What? What a coincidence!
But this is weird though, because it's not the same address.
No.
But it's the same building. I think our first order of business is to go check out this street. Here's the plan. We have driven over to the Czech Republic.
And we're currently in front of the scammer's house.
So Mark is now going to text Diana and ask her like, hey, I'm coming to visit you, right? Can you send me a picture of the outside of your house? And then hopefully Diana is gonna come out of her house and we can actually verify that she's real.
I'm a little worried about one thing.
What?
We're in a bright orange car with a Netherlands license plate.
And you are wearing a bright pink hoodie.
Yeah, that's also.
We are very covert. My baby, hello, are you there? I'm coming to visit soon. Can you send a picture of the outside of your building? She's seen it. Instant red.
I'm actually so worried.
Well, I'm not going out now.
What are you saying?
Oh, just basic manipulation tactics. My baby, I need a picture now. You want the money, yes?
A month long of you talking to these people has come down to this.
Yeah. We have a picture.
Of the house?
Well, she's taken it from a window.
Oh my god, those are the cars that are there.
Bluish car, red car, bluish car.
That's behind us. That's right behind us. That's right behind us. That's right behind us. The picture was just taken right behind us. What? Oh my god.
Now we know the person we're talking to is actually here. What we don't know is whether it is Diana or
some dude?
Yeah.
The person is right next to the gross looking satellite dish.
I'm responding saying, my love, I need to see the whole building. Then I know it is the right one. There is someone coming out. Okay, look, if this technique isn't working, at some point we got a ding-dong ditch.
All right, should we move the car?
See ya.
Oh gosh, holy. Oh, Jasper. Bro's gonna ding-dong ditch a scammer.
Okay, I'm looking for the right surname here. Thanks, Elon Musk.
God, I hope he gets something good. A door opens. There's a dude.
Okay, just saying, but that man right behind me, he wandered out. I'm leaving now.
Okay. I just drive off?
Yeah.
Okay.
An old man walked out. He didn't really clock me. I was just pretending to be confused outside as well.
All right, so Diana might not be real.
Well, hear me out, Quinten.
Yes.
I think she's real.
Really?
So I dug into her social media quite a bit. She seems to actually be living in the town that we're in right now.
No, what?
Yeah. The old man might be her dad. He might be her handler.
Oh.
I don't know.
She asked for money too, right? And did she send it?
Mark is an old man. He can't just do a bank transfer.
No, of course not.
So,
is that a JCPenney check?
So it is a very obviously fake check right? I'm not committing fraud here.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you make that check?
Yeah. Like, I put in fine print that just says, this is so fake. This is ridiculously fake. Right?
So funny.
And I told her I would send this to her address, and she bought it.
But what about the other woman scam or whatnot, like one door over?
Three doors over. Pay attention.
Sorry.
Pay attention. So Mia, right?
Mia.
Yeah, so some weird stuff was going on with Mia. Firstly, on our favorite dating website, checksinglewomen.com.
Of course.
She changed her name to Alishka. Then, because I was talking to her on WhatsApp, she changed her profile picture on WhatsApp.
To a different person? No.
Yeah.
So it's some guy with a beard.
Yeah, it's just some emoji of a dude with a beard, but it still has the name that I gave it in my phone, Mia Hyde.
I have a suspicion.
What?
That Mia might not be really a girl.
What?
Right, but what's the next step though?
All right, we're on our way to go get a couch now.
Couch?
Right, I haven't explained this yet. So obviously, Mork is a true Rizzler.
Yes, naturally.
Meet Liddy, or Lydia. She is 27 and has a kid.
Okay.
Still in Mork's age range, a little bit old, but eh.
Leonardo DiCaprio would not be down.
No, but Mork is progressive.
Of course, it's so progressive.
Also, Lydia was quite slow with asking for money.
Oh, how long?
4 days. Here she is asking for rent 280 euros and food 100 euros, which honestly, it's not as much as the other scammers asking.
No.
Now, here's the thing about Lydia. She is a little bit weird in her communication.
Love, I'm watching the dog. He had an epileptic seizure.
Yeah.
I mean, I laughed because probably not. But.
No, I hope the dog is okay, but what? Another strange thing she did was send me her credit card details. We have her name, we have the card number, we have expiry date, security code, and the address of the card.
Wait, but that means she's real? Because you can't have a fake name on a credit, right?
Yeah, but also, why did she send this? She sent it when she was asking for money. But also, the address on here did not match the address that Lydia sent to Mork.
Right.
So I reverse image searched one of her profile pictures and found this Facebook profile.
Okay. One friend. Oh, so it's fake.
One friend, which was weird.
Yeah.
But then I went to that one friend's profile and searched Lydia's surname in her friends. Here's what I found.
Wait, they're all a slight different version of Lydia.
Yes. That's Lydia. That's Lydia. I think this is Lydia. I think this is Lydia, and I think that is Lydia.
Oh, okay.
The main Facebook profile that she seems to be using
5,000 followers!
Has 5,000 followers. The main thing she posts are just boomer Facebook slop, but also she is thirsting for her nephew here. Another thing she posted on this Facebook account was a listing for...
The couch.
It's a couch.
She's selling the... Oh,
yeah.
Jasper.
Yes. I got a Czech burner phone number. Registered on the website to reply, which was needed for this.
Yeah.
And then we got a response. Good, yes, you can come and see tomorrow, please. And then she gave her address, which again is the real address that she sent Mork as well, and not the one on the credit card. So tomorrow morning, we're gonna go check out that couch. This is terrifying, I'm so excited. Okay, now we're actually on our way to go pick up this couch.
Yes.
Are you excited to meet Lydia?
I'm actually so scared.
Just to be clear, I have again done extensive research on this person, and I do believe that she actually exists. There's video evidence of her existing in this town that we are in right now. So now it's just fingers crossed we don't get kidnapped.
Yeah, I mean, quite. This is the building.
This is the building. I'm going to put away this camera now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go in, baby. Yeah, okay, I think it's this building.
Oh.
Ano?
Dobry den.
Pohodka. Ano? Oh, hey buddy.
Hi.
Hij is
2,5 bij 2,5 of zo?
2 nebo 3 dni. Email?
Yeah, we just moved here for Skibbity toilet.
No speak English.
Ah, okay.
Děkuji vám, nashledanou.
Yeah, you'll hear from us. for sure.
Okay, so she does not live there by herself. Like,
No, there's like a whole group.
Yeah.
I think there's a handyman,
yeah, there was definitely someone doing.
chores,
Yeah.
or like construction.
Then her mum was there.
Yeah.
Like, I think she's living with her parents.
She did not look like her picture.
I definitely believe the dog epilepsy thing. That dog.
Oh, right, the dog. I didn't even think of that.
That dog was all over me. Another thing this tells me, I don't think she's part of like a scammer ring or anything.
No, she's just doing this by herself.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
this is someone trying to just make some extra money.
And she definitely smokes indoors.
Oh, yep.
I would never want to have a couch.
No.
Oh my god, that stank. So how do we proceed from here? Like, we were inside of the scammer's house.
I'm so glad you asked. Tomorrow's the big day.
Bigger than going into their house?
It's gonna be a big one. Mark's been talking to a lot of women.
Of course, yeah.
Mark has texted the many women he's been in contact with. So Diana, Lydia, but also the many other ones that I haven't mentioned yet, to meet him tomorrow at 1 p.m. in one specific location.
That's the town square, kinda.
It is. So far, 3 of them have agreed. Diana has not yet replied. So there's Lydia.
This is such a red string on like a pinboard type situation.
It's how I've been feeling.
Okay.
There's Lydia, there's Diana, there's Pavlina, there's Katerina. The 2 we've been checking out are the ones that seemed most real to me.
Okay.
Right? They seem like actual people with a ton of filters on them. And as we know, Lydia, we've been in her house.
She's real.
These 2, Pavlina and Katerina, they're quite clearly models. It was really hard to keep all these women engaged for like a month, talking like a horny boomer.
How'd you manage?
It was just lies upon lies upon lines. At one point, Mark had a heart attack, so
What?
everyone was just like, oh, that sucks. Can I have money now? It was just excuses to keep them going and not send them money. Now, before we get to the big day, there's something I need to confess. This
Ninka.
is Ninka.
Okay.
She is 27 years old. I think Ninka might be a real person who was genuinely interested in Mark. Spoken to her for a month. She never asked for money.
Oh.
And you know what this means, Quinten? You know how we're both single?
Yeah.
A single AI-generated picture of an old man has more riz than both of us.
With someone our age.
Yep.
Oh, that sucks.
Let's get some sleep and get to the scammers.
Oh my god, I'm terrified. We are here at the fountain.
This is the location where an hour from now, the scammers should arrive. Now, there's a couple of things, right? Firstly, who's gonna show up?
I don't know.
For any romance scammer dedicated enough to come to a fountain to meet Mark, I think they deserve a little bit.
Of many.
Yeah, and we are going to put this in the bushes. And as soon as I see a scammer arrive here, I'm going to text them and be like, go over there.
I'm actually so scared just for...
Here's how we're gonna position ourselves. Over there, we have a kebab place with a terrace.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang out over there, just observing the fountain.
Okay.
You're gonna walk around the square. You're like looking for a store or something, and you will get to see everything from all the other angles.
Okay, and I'll be filming on my phone to be more covert.
All right, let's get some kebab and get into position for all the scammers.
We have 3 minutes until they should be here. Jesper will stay here in the kebab place with the good cameras, but we'll also be in contact with each other using our headphones.
And I've got the Mork phone here, and I'm going to be texting with the babes and instructing them to go into the bush and get their reward, I guess. Who's gonna show up? What's gonna happen? I don't know. See you, babe.
See ya. Holy, I think she's here. I think I'm seeing her.
So Lydia just told me that she's here.
Yeah, she is. No, she's for sure here, but her mom is not, and she's looking straight at me.
Is her kid there as well?
There is a child, yes.
Wow, okay, because we didn't see the kid in the apartment yesterday, so
No.
I guess that part is true.
Yeah, no, she brought her child. She brought her daughter.
Man, I almost feel bad because this is probably someone who doesn't know how to make money any other way, you know?
Yeah, I get you.
Like, yeah, she would milk someone dry for the money, but also almost fair enough, you know?
It's funny how she and I are the only ones in pink in this entire place.
Okay, that is really funny because she just texted Mork saying, okay, I'm waiting, I've got a pink sweatshirt here. I think it is time to tell the first one to show up about the stash.
Yeah.
Okay, baby, you can look in the nice plants. The bush there is your money.
Oh, she's doing it.
So I'm telling her, in there is a white box.
Oh, ja, ze gaat heen. She's going.
We're giving a scammer what they want, which is money. She has found it, Quinten. I am now sending her a thumbs up and I'm blocking. Diana, is she there?
I don't think so.
Okay, so the winner of the scammer race is Lydia. Shout out to Lydia. However, Pavlina has not responded.
Oh.
Diana will be here in about 10 minutes.
Will she?
I don't know. Update on Diana? She'll be here in 30 minutes.
30. God damn. We're currently waiting for Diana, if she shows at all, whoever she is.
We'll be here waiting with cameras.
Oh, there's a woman and a child again coming this way.
Diana has 2 children.
It's a woman behind you and it should be about this exact time. Zij is zeer zeker waarschijnlijk de persoon waar we naar op zoek zijn.
Ik denk het ook.
You want a different pose? Dit is zij sowieso, toch? Neem ik aan. Oh, als je erover...
Ik ben er vrij zeker van wel. Ik moet het nog even ietsje dichterbij zien. Hi, sorry. Do you speak English?
Little.
Okay, cool. What is your name, if I can ask?
Diana.
Diana. Nice to meet you. And why are you here today?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay. All right. What a twist.
That was her?
That was her.
100%.
Now, one thing I didn't show that much about her, she was very, very aggressive in her texting.
Really?
Yeah, which is why I was so excited to actually speak to this person.
She seemed actually very sweet.
She seemed really nice. So
Yeah.
it's confusing.
So we should not feel bad about her?
No. Some of these people clearly aren't real. You know, I'm sick or I'm a supermodel, but I couldn't come to meet you.
Yeah, those are all fake.
I think the real interesting stuff is people like Diana and Lydia. They just do this as a sort of job. I get it. You know, if you want to scam anyone, go scam rich old man.
Wow, that sure was a video.
Crazy. Amazing video.
I mean, it is the video that put us on the map, so I think I like it.
Yes, it's quite good. And in fact, we tried to reach out to Diana after the video was published because we got a lot of feedback that was like, oh, you should have interacted with her more. And
Interviewed her, given her extra money. So we reached out.
she was not very open to any communication after that. In
She
fact,
called us loads of names.
yeah. So, you know, that was kind of shut down, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I know you're also wondering about the couch, Lydia's couch.
Honestly, yeah.
Did it ever get sold? As far as I was able to find, no, it never got sold.
That's crazy. It was such a good couch.
Yeah, it
for
was
such
so
a good
clean.
price.
So I think we should move on to the next one.
Up next, meeting the hot in your area. There's always hot moms in your area. But who are these women and can we actually meet them? And who is behind these scammy ads? I asked Jesper to investigate and now you and I will find out together what he found.
I've been digging deep into local hot websites.
What else is new?
And this is one of my favorites, .eu.
EU?
Because this website lists their phone number on their page.
Oh, like an actual phone number.
Like an actual phone number from the Netherlands where we are right now.
Ah, okay.
And this is what happens when you Google that phone number.
Oh, so there's like 11 websites that are using that same phone number.
Yeah, so I'm guessing it is one company that owns all
I think
of
so
it.
too.
Now, each one of these websites comes with a disclaimer
Okay, this is a chat service.
and uses fictitious profiles.
Fictitious profiles. These are purely for entertainment purposes. Physical appointments are not possible.
So they're just fully admitting everything's fake.
And it's just in the small print.
Now, I want to know 2 things, right?
Hot the questions.
Yes.
Do you like making these slides?
I quite enjoy it.
I can
yeah.
tell, they're good slides.
So, first of all, who's in the photos then? If they're all fake profiles, do these women know that they're on .eu?
Are they real people?
And secondly, who's behind these websites? Who makes them? Why are there so many? What's the point here?
Who one day woke up and was like, you know what I'm gonna make? Grandmas.nl.
This is my passion. Now, I think we should start by just calling the phone number, right?
Op dit moment zijn al onze medewerkers telefonisch niet bereikbaar. Laat een bericht achter na de toon.
Hello, I couldn't help but notice that you're talking about no employees being available, but according to the registration of your business, you have 0 employees.
So glad that they're not answering again. Because that means that you're going to tell me that you know where they live and that we're going there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. There would have been no other reason for me to come all the way over to have a phone call.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're going there, baby.
Well, good thing the weather is the same.
I don't know why I thought they would run EU from like a city or an office in a city.
That's a good question. That is a good question.
It's to the right here, so near the mattress company.
Well, I'm definitely hearing a lot of sound coming from the area.
Yeah, that's all the getting in.
Oh no, why do they sound like clanking metal?
It's number 3.
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, so I dug into this company a bit more, was able to find this address. They're not the only company registered here though, so I don't know what's up with that.
Well, YouTuber.
So, do you guys know about websites like hornymilf.eu? Those websites are being run from an address right here. Do you know about this at all? Well, we'll see. It's number 3.
We should be all. That's right here.
This?
Oh,
Okay. Number 3, yeah, that's the address it said.
and that's where you guys are going. Oh!
Okay, so we're looking for online media solutions. Let's try and see if we can find anything. It's kind of strange in that it looks like a house. I mean, at the very least, there seem to be offices and stuff. Oh my god, this is weird. Do you work here?
Yes,
Oh, great. We're looking for online media solutions.
online media staat hier.
Not here.
Not here.
Okay. Because a lot of websites on the internet are saying that that company,
Dus een postadres.
it's only for mail. Right, so there's no physical offices here.
That makes a lot of sense with all the, well, mail.
Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye guys. Take care. Can you believe it? Milk is not run from here?
Why did you say that right next to that guy?
I just really wanted to. Okay, so the company behind all of these hot milk websites is very elusive, right? They don't answer the phone. They're not where they say they are registered.
What's next is he's gonna tell me that Jesper made all of those ads.
Yes, it was me. No, so where do we turn once we hit a dead end, Quinten?
Where do we turn when we hit a dead end?
Yes.
It's gonna be something stupid. I don't know.
We follow the money.
That's not that stupid, actually. Okay, fair enough.
Thank you,
Fair
thank
enough.
you.
Okay.
Now, this company is registered in the Netherlands, and you can request information about businesses registered in the Netherlands.
In the Chamber of Commerce.
You pay a bit of money, but then you can see all of their financial statements.
Wait, you can see the financial statements?
Yep.
I did not know that, actually.
So I purchased the one from this year, showing how much money they have this year and had last year. Now, I failed economics in high school, so this actually took a lot for me to actually understand it. However, they own at least 600,000 euros. Hot websites.
Extremely lucrative.
Now, here's another odd thing I found. This financial statement is not signed by a person, but by another business. Stars Digital Media BV. I looked into it. They seem to be selling the templates for these scammy hot websites on top of owning a bunch of these.
Oh, they like franchise it, almost.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you could start a Subway or a hot in my area.
Those are the two options.
Yeah.
Now, Stars Digital Media is registered at the exact same address as the other company, which we already went to.
Yeah.
This is also how I knew that this company had 0 employees. Both the first one we looked into and Stars Digital have 0 employees, according to that thing. Anyway, I also pulled their financial information. They have even more money. They almost have €1 million in the bank. So between these two companies, they're millionaires.
Especially if they have more holding companies that are all taking like parts from their franchisees. That's a shitty word. I don't like that.
Anyway, with this company, same deal. Don't pick up the phone. Don't respond to any of my emails. I've sent out a lot. So I think we should just look at the women.
No, I know what you mean and I agree. It's just, I did not know that was what you were gonna say.
All right, I have spent the past month looking at loads of
So yeah, Sam. Oh, for the video.
for the video content, for the video.
So did you ever end up finding out who these women are in the pictures?
Sort of.
Oh.
I'm gonna start with an example. So this is Emma639, right? We found her on our favorite website. Now, I used a very powerful and honestly very creepy reverse search engine to figure out who this was. And she is all over the internet. Eventually, I got to an OnlyFans page for someone named Milena. So not Emma.
So do they just randomly grab pictures from OF models or Instagram models or something?
Yeah, in part. Yeah, so I performed the same search for exactly 100 models on this website.
That must have taken so little time.
Out of those 100, precisely 61 were OF models or famous stars, right? So people
Interesting.
I was able to find the name of.
Yeah.
The remaining 39 were pictures taken off of random amateur websites like 10, 15, 20 years ago.
yeah.
So they were one-off pictures, and I couldn't find a name for these people.
All right.
And honestly, that's where I started getting really like annoyed, because imagine you don't know that this picture of you is out there, and then it gets taken by one of these websites and used over and over again. Because another thing I found is that the owner of this website reuses all the profiles on different websites.
Under different names?
Same names often.
Same names, okay. So like no change at all.
No.
Wow.
And the fact that these get reused a lot over and over again just made me angrier and angrier. I tried to scrape as many of these websites as I could belonging to this website.
It is quite funny to know when Jesper says angrier and angrier, he means it, because every once in a while I would receive a text that would go, can't tell you yet, but grrr!
Yeah. So after
Oh wow.
After 148, I gave up. I don't think this is even the tip of the iceberg. Like, there's a whole girthy ass iceberg underneath this. It is basically every place, every province, every city, every village in the Netherlands with the word
I'm
after
noticing.
it, in front of it.
Even your least favorite city. Tilburg.nl.
Yes, place. And when you think about that, who's going to end up on these websites and who's going to get scammed? It's probably children, right?
Oh, I was completely thinking the elderly. They don't know how sites work, so they're like, I mean, they can do everything on the internet, so might as well get sexonline.nl.
Sure, I think it's going to be the elderly and children, because once you start figuring out about like and you live in a place, you are going to maybe type place name into the URL.
Because you're trying to educate yourself, but instead you're ending yourself up in this website.
Yeah, and who's going to get tricked by this? It's
People who don't know tech that well, who
Yeah.
are the elderly and the youngerly. So, dang, that's awful.
yeah, so I really hate this website and this company.
This is all that company still.
All the same company.
Crazy.
And there's more to it, you know? It explains how they have millions in the bank. It's just because they cast such a wide net and really target young and old people.
Everything, yeah.
Ugh, I don't like them. Now, if you remember, a lot of these pictures are of stars.
Yeah.
These pictures are copyrighted. So
Yes.
I try to do a little bit by just sending a ton of like, hey, just so you know, your material is being used on these scammy websites to the sites that own these pictures.
Smart.
A couple of profiles got taken down.
Oh, well.
Yay, did something, probably nothing, because there's billions out there. A little more interesting, the fictitious profiles disclaimer is now bigger on a lot of these websites.
Wait, no way.
Yes.
Hey, well done.
It's a tiny win. Let's go back to this particular hot in our area, because we still haven't met one. I reached out to Emma or Milena, and I think we should go meet a hot in our area.
That's so weird, Jesper.
Hello, and nice to meet you. Quinten, do you want to break the ice with a big question?
Which one? I have so many questions.
The reason we're here, ultimately, is because I found a picture of you on a website called .eu.
Oh, that's really funny, because I don't even have children.
That was my question. Yeah, I was in the car. I was sitting, and I just went. I'm gonna ask if she has kids.
Are you aware of these websites using your picture?
I am aware, because I have like thousands of pictures or videos of me being stolen like every week. Like my main account, Milena XOXO, you can see verified everywhere, and it's not that I'm gonna start like a website and call myself like, for example, Karen Johnson on Facebook.
Is that a real one?
That's a real
That's
one.
A real
That's
one.
a real
Karen.
one who stole my my pictures and my videos. I think they try to get you to Messenger, and then they will send you through to like Telegram or someplace else, and then they try to scam you, like maybe you can buy pictures, or they say like, oh, I need help, I need money, please donate 500 euros, stuff like that.
I guess that leads to what is it that you do then?
I have indeed like on account, friend Fan Central.
Are those alternative sites?
The thing is, I post almost the same things on the 4 platforms, but I would never scam my fans.
I feel like that's a good thing. I feel like it should almost be a given, but we've discovered it's not always a given.
Yeah, I have my TikTok account and my Instagram, and I really love making content. And like on TikTok, there are, I think, if you go to TikTok and you type in my name, Milena XOXO, or you type in just Milena or my last name, or separately, you find like maybe also 20 new accounts who also try to impersonate me.
People, I don't know if you know this, but do they fall for it a lot?
A lot. Yeah, and that's
unfortunate.
I work with a company now who takes down a lot of content of me. Every week I get a report like, okay, we've taken down 300 photos, 600 videos.
Obviously, you deal with a lot of people stealing your stuff.
Yeah.
Is that the biggest issue you face in your work, or are there other things?
I don't really like get damage from impersonation accounts, but the biggest damage is like there are scammers that like subscribe to my using a credit card that's stolen, and then the problem is you will get chargebacks like and then like maybe $300 you worked hard for is gone. I'm always like feeling like, oh, can I trust this person? I don't know.
It's kind of crazy that you have to consistently be aware that every individual could not only try to scam you out of your time and money, but then also use your content to scam other people's time and money.
It's really sad, you know?
So we were talking about making sure that these scams do not happen anymore. So what I have done, just for you are gonna love this, I promise to you.
What did you do?
I paid our super tech savvy friend Bass to build an entire hot scam website, complete with profiles, text, everything.
What's it called?
Oh, it is hot-bilfs.com.
Bilfs.
Babes.
Like babes I'd like to.
Yeah, precisely. Read out the section hot experienced bilfs, please. Thank you.
Looking for someone who knows how to turn up the heat and keep things interesting? Say hello to the BILFs. Bold, irresistible, and loaded with fun. BILF.
Oh, loaded with fun. Okay.
You're probably thinking, why do all the AI generated images automatically generate them thick? I don't have an answer. It insisted on making them thick.
Did you enter that on your account?
It was on our Adobe Firefly account.
So who's the curvy liker? Okay.
But it is our shared account.
Is this why we met, or?
But you're probably wondering, how is this ever going to prevent scams? Especially when you scroll down and you see all of these real bills like Tanya or Jesper.
Oh my God.
How is this ever going to prevent a scam? I'll show you. Please feel free to click on literally any profile. You're an elderly man, you don't understand, you're like, oh, these women are totally real. Click one, doesn't matter.
Gleba sounds
Of course,
really nice.
doesn't matter. After you click whatever, you're taken to a webpage that says you are almost scammed. It then outlines how this scam works. We will now be running this website ourselves for a little while to make sure that as many people as possible that would have been scammed otherwise will end up on hot-bilfs.com and then learn that it's actually a scam.
So I think with all of this, we have fixed the problem.
That makes a lot of sense. Hell yeah, we've done it.
You're
High
welcome.
five too. Oh my, that sure was a video that we both just watched at the same time.
Riveting stuff, man. God, these creators are so talented.
So, so what a lot of people have been wondering is, do we still talk to Milena?
Yep.
Yeah, we're in a group chat. She's very nice. We've met up several times now. I mean, you've seen that on other videos as well.
Hey, it's coming in this video. Ooh.
Ooh.
The spoilers.
Jasper, I will say, you have a fantastic hoodie right now.
Oh, 9 dinosaurs.
Oh, 9 dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you say when you see a dinosaur, but you're like kind of not happy about it.
Yeah, and German.
And German.
German.
That's crazy. What a good design.
Oh yeah, the material, fantastic. I'm so comfortable.
This is our new design. You can check it out by clicking the thing that's currently popping up on YouTube, or going and looking under this description, or by going to cultapparel.com. A lot of people commented kind of like tongue-in-cheek, being like, oh, I wonder what happened after this recording. And we can tell you, we went to get dinner. I got a chicken burger, and it took so long to arrive that Milena and I started making jokes about how it was probably a woman in the kitchen who was paid extra to step on the burger, because the burger was called the Chicken Crush Burger. And she knew people who would definitely pay extra money for that. So that's probably what was happening, and it took 40 minutes to get my burger.
I remember it being extremely late when we got back from that shoot.
Yeah, because it took 40 minutes to get my food.
Yeah, yeah, that was fun. And now on the topic of the websites that ultimately led us to Milena, they are still very much online.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed there.
Nothing at all.
But you know what else is still online?
Hotbills.com.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I know, I paid that bill.
The bill.
Ooh, funny.
Yeah, the hot
Funny.
bill. Just riveting stuff. Anyway, Quinten, what else did we do this year?
Well, then we tackled housing scams.
Oh.
Someone in the Netherlands trying to sell you on being able to rent a house, but could you really?
Roll the clip.
There's a real housing crisis. It's basically impossible to find a rental apartment in a city. And when people get desperate, scammers strike. So in this video, we are investigating housing scams, confronting the people behind them, and hopefully stopping some of them.
Are you ready for 50 Shades of Grey?
Always.
Great, because I've spent the past few months investigating housing scams, and I found that a lot of them operate in a legal grey area. So I would like you to meet our very own Mr. Grey. This man ran a website called Kamerkampioen or Room Champion, which got a lot of very terrible reviews.
And you printed the screenshot of the bad reviews.
I did. You are so welcome. And because it got so many bad reviews, he changed the name to Prima Huren.
Fine rental.
And even though he changed the name, the business model is still the same. This website takes housing listings from other free websites and then charges users to respond to them.
So they're charging users for something you can technically do for free.
So it's a legal gray area because it's not illegal to do this. But now let's compare a listing from a legit site with a listing from a fake site.
Right, so Stay Real Estate, 680 a month. This the same one? Oh, it's the same one on Fine Rental, the scammy one. Oh! So the real one says you can rent it for a max of 4 months, and the scammy one says you can just have it as long as you like.
Yeah, you're right. There's a discrepancy there. Yeah. So I wanted to know what was right. So I called the actual rental agency and asked them. So let's go over to the viewing corner.
We have a viewing corner.
So could you tell me which is the correct one?
If I'm correct, it's temporary, but we only work with Bavaria, so the other website is not in connection with us. And a lot of different websites that just copy the advertisements from our website and try to rent them to people. I don't know how or why or.
And I imagine if you respond on one of those scam websites, the message like never reaches you, correct? Because you're not working with them.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're thinking about it, there's a 0% chance you'll ever actually find a place to live through that one site.
Yeah, and I reached out to multiple rental agencies, and this is where things got even grayer.
50 Shades.
Because I also found a lot of listings that seem to have been rented out months ago.
Okay, so they're already filled.
Yes, but they're presenting it as being still available.
Yeah, that one is rented out.
Are you aware of this? Are you aware of other websites using your properties to potentially scam people?
Yes and no. We heard of it before, but we're not sure which companies will use our name or addresses to promote it.
Oh, we do. But who's actually behind it?
See, they really try to hide it, but thankfully our Mr. Grey is very dumb.
Yay!
I love it when scammers are stupid.
It makes it a lot easier, yeah.
Because I dug up a phone number from one of the negative reviews and I just gave it a call and a name popped up on the smart display. So now we know his name.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, do you speak English? What unfolded after this was one of the most insane phone calls of my entire life.
Okay.
So I asked him, how do you respond to accusations that your website is a scam?
I'm sure he took this very well. That's what I'm gonna guess.
Well, he responded by explaining his business model. I guess.
Why you speak that? Because we are a platform for people who want to rent something and who offer something. So we have either no queue, no pay. If you have after 2 months nothing, you get your subscription feedback. So why you speak we are a scam?
So I told him that I spoke to the rental companies who told me that there is no chance for people to get.
We have our own houses or our own people who own buildings and rooms, which we offer.
Yeah, but that is not true because I'm finding the same listings on Pararius.
Ja, dus we collect every houses what is available.
Did you notice the switch from we have our own houses to oh no, we scrape everything?
We just collect or like form a catalog of everyone else's houses.
And at the end of this rant, he just sort of kept going for a while. He repeated his no cure, no pay claim.
When you have nothing after 2 months, we have even no cure, no pay.
So I called the government to just ask like, hey, on average, how long does it take to find a rental apartment to live in?
And with our housing crisis, I'm gonna say if you actively really try, half a year. If you don't actively try every single day, it's gonna be like a year. But only if you have money.
Full disclosure, they did say their data was pretty limited for the parameters I set.
It could take from till the 4 years and 10 years.
Oh my gosh, wow, I knew it was bad, but I wasn't expecting a decade.
Another thing I did was reach out to some of these victims of the scam. People who left 1-star reviews, who, by the way, were really hard to track down. Oh my God, I went through so many Facebook profiles. But I found a couple and I just asked them like, what is your experience with this man, with this website? And I want you to just read out one of these.
Hi Jasper, thank you for your email. I did fall victim to this scam, although I can't tell you about how much it was. I was, like many others, desperately looking for a place to live. I found Kamerkampioen, room champion, and paid a certain amount. I think it was like 10 or 15 euros, but it was supposed to be a subscription. I wanted to try it once and then quickly cancel the subscription. I responded to a room and then quickly got a call from the person/scammer behind the website. That person pretended to keep the room from me and kept me hanging. I called multiple times and he pretended he had just had to figure out or check a few things and then it would be fine, but I didn't hear from them anymore. I texted multiple times, but nothing ever came of it. See the screenshots attached. Good luck.
Yeah.
Wild. That's such a mean thing to do in a country where we're currently facing a genuine housing crisis, where apparently the government is like, sometimes it takes a decade.
Anyway, to keep the conversation with the scammer going, I just commended him for his no cure, no pay business model and continued asking my questions. Yes, that is really good to hear. But I do want.
Thank you. Because in this kind of business, people after 1 or 2 days they have no house. They think, oh, it's a scam, it's a scam.
Again, 4 to 10 years. Signed the government.
Signed the government.
Anyway, he just sort of went off the rails here.
But everybody who come to Europe, come to Holland, from Portugal, from Romania, all the world come to Holland. The Hollandish people have even sometimes no houses. It's very difficult.
Oh, I've also never heard Hollandish.
Yeah, crazy accent, by the way. I don't know what's up with that. But he just kept yapping about how Romanians are the problem and there's dang foreigners and... Oh. Yes, I'm aware. I do want to ask you, why do you charge money for people to respond to listings that they can respond to for free on other websites?
Boom!
Now we collect everything, we monitor everything. Our people also make appointments for viewings. We do sometimes even viewings by ourselves. So it's only 19 euro, even based on no cure, no pay. And I think if you go to the dentist or you go to the doctor or you do your work by yourself, you have also to earn some money or not.
Huh? Absolutely. Could you give me the name?
I have also to eat something.
Of course, my man.
My colleagues.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to be starving from hunger?
That is exactly what I said. Hey, can you point me towards a property on your website? Anyway, at some point in his ranting, he offered to meet in person.
We can make an appointment, maybe come after the New Year.
Sounds good.
Where do you live?
Sounds good. Well, I can be in the Netherlands if you'd like. He did not expect me to agree. He was not prepared for this, right? No. He then just started like calling me evil incarnate or whatever. I don't know, man.
Fair enough.
Yeah, understandable. But I want to meet in person. You know, I want to talk to this guy.
Yeah.
Look, while I appreciate your technique of essentially deflecting and accusing me here, I did like your offer to meet in person and talk about this. Like, I would like to do that. And that way you can also defend yourself.
Listen now, if you know like our service, yes, that's up to you. You go to other websites, Kamernet or whatever. You are free to go anywhere you want to go. And these, yeah?
Yep. Yeah, you're not answering my question. Let me tell you, he never answered the question. He did claim that his site was the best in Holland, though. No,
we have a very good service. We are the best in Holland. We have many colleagues who work day and night for our people, for the people who want to rent out something.
He just kept going on, and I'm not proud of this, but at some point I kind of lost my patience.
You don't often do that. I'm curious to see what happens next.
Look, man, I've asked you 4 times now. Do you want to meet in person?
Sorry, man. I know, like, you speak men to me. You speak sir.
Oh, do I now? Hey, clearly we're not getting anywhere.
In Holland, we speak sir to people who we do know, and not men.
You might have noticed he also kept up the story of having colleagues.
Right, yeah. Is there anyone else who works there? Oh, you Chamber of Commerce his company, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. He's the only one.
He's the only, I figured.
My colleagues are also laughing.
I think those are your children, buddy. I think I'm hearing your children and not your colleagues, unless they are 2 years old.
I have a mistake by a viewing now. That's the problem.
Right, you've been talking to me for 8 minutes while you're at a viewing. He kept going on, like, oh my god, if you want to see the full unedited phone call, click join, support the channel, all that good stuff. Anyway, at some point, I think he tried to threaten me, but he's also not very good at that.
Then you have a big problem, eh? You know that, if we see you.
I have a
My friends?
He then had a total meltdown.
Of course, yeah, naturally.
Talk to me now!
Are you okay? However, don't worry, he also called me gay.
I mean, we had a new record on the latest video. 7 minutes before the first gay comment.
Many people, you are a gay.
What?
Are you a gay?
What?
You sound same a gay. Are you gay?
How is this relevant, my guy?
But are you a gay though?
I will address it now. I'm not a gay.
There's at least 1% of commenters right now who are like,
I'm sorry. I like women. I'm sorry. This is the most insane conversation I've ever had.
Yes, but I don't talk with you anymore because you're gay. You like me. You want to me.
What?
And with that, he hung up.
Crazy. Yeah.
So, like I said, right, I pulled his Chamber of Commerce information, which gave me his full legal name. This man has more middle names than you do.
That's rare.
And also his age.
Does he have more age than me too?
Yeah, he's 58. A 58-year-old man said, "You sound like a gay."
Like a gay, yeah.
Now this registration had more businesses attached to it and more websites. Now I cross-referenced some of the listings on Prima Hure with some other and I ended up finding about 5 more websites that are practically identical to Prima Hure. They are the exact same. It is like 20 euros for a month subscription, same listings, same stuff.
Also, you know what's extra shady? That a lot of them are rooms and not apartments, because that's even for like people with less money. That's like students who are sharing a house.
And actually this no cure, no pay thing after 2 months is hilarious because that would mean he would have to refund all of his customers.
Imagine if he had to somehow refund every single person.
That would be so great. And there's one thing we can do, because another thing in this registration was a visiting address. This visiting address, it's not like a mailbox or something. It's a house.
Okay.
I think it's his house because this man is f***ing stupid.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how far away from my house does he live?
In terms of the world, really close by. In terms of the Netherlands, as far as...
Yeah, that's always the case. Let's go to the car.
Okay, we're on our way there. There's one thing I haven't told you yet.
You're a gay?
I'm not a gay. So this man we're going to visit now was actually featured in a 2008 newspaper article I was able to dig up.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, where he was accused of telephone fraud. And actually, that's one more thing. I think after my call, he disabled his phone number.
Really?
Goedendag, dit is de voicemail van 0.
I'm so scared. Are you?
I'm probably the most nervous I've been.
Okay.
You know, I don't really
I don't like that
because
you don't really get nervous, no.
I'm just like a little bit, if anyone's gonna beat me up, it's gonna be this guy. Now, even though this man doxes himself on the internet, we're not gonna dox him, right? We're not gonna tell you where he lives. That's not the vibe. We're just gonna ask him, can you give your victim some money back? There we go, baby.
Terrifying. Hate this. I see motion. Yeah. Hi. Sorry. Do you speak English by any chance?
Yes.
We're looking for Mr. Botermans.
Yes.
Is he here?
No.
Does he live here or is he not home?
Yes, but what is this?
We're reporters, we're looking into housing scams and we're wondering whether our Botermans would like to refund his victims.
Maybe you could do that because you know where he lives.
It's on the internet.
Yeah, that's just online.
But yeah, this address is listed as Kamerkampioen on the internet.
And what website are you guys looking for?
So we are looking for the owner of Kamerkampioen, prima huren, huurtop, rooms in Europe, big city rooms, advocatenphone. Hello. If this is going to our Botermans, we are simply asking, there's a no cure, no pay policy where you are refunding anyone who doesn't find a house within 2 months. Now that is in fact all of your customers, so if you would be so kind as to refund all of your customers. This includes people like Lisa, Michelle, and all the other victims that
We have
I've
some
spoken
contact
to.
info as well if that helps.
Yeah,
No, of course. Please
Take care.
If you could pass it on, that'd be great.
Give all the best to Robert. We got reverse filmed. That's always a sign of things.
But that was wildly sus. I also did not expect a teenager. They were very defensive about it. Scams? What? What do you mean scams? Okay, we've just gotten back and the son has texted me on Instagram. Hello, you just came to our house, me and my mom, where, as in location where, saying we don't want our address or house on the internet. We do not have nothing to do with you are searching.
Which is correct. This scammer's family has nothing to do with we are searching.
No, but hello. Don't worry, we wouldn't ever put personal details about you or your family online. This address we found because it is listed on Google Maps as the company address. If your dad would still like to get into contact, we would love that. This can be done through Instagram or we can provide a phone number. We look so cool right now.
We do. All right, it's been a few months since we tried to visit our boy.
Yeah.
And like I said, he disconnected his phone number, but no worries. I have 2 new numbers that I was able to dig.
Numbers, all right.
One of them was found on Reddit. Again, someone who got scammed and was like, hey, this is the number.
How would that happen?
Yeah, crazy. He would never scam anyone. And the other number is actually on the Prima Huren Fine Rental website. Let's start with the phone number on their website.
I'm a little nervous almost.
Het door u gekozen.
That's fast. That's quick.
That's epic. The phone number on their website is disconnected. One left.
No, I kind of do want him to pick up though.
Hello?
Hello, is this our Botermans?
Who want to speak?
Well, it's me. We called on the phone about half a year ago and you promised a no cure, no pay policy on your scam websites.
Sorry?
You heard what I said, right?
Yeah, if you call a spam website, then it's not over the conversation because.
Oh, sorry. I apologize.
Nice, huh?
No, I'm sorry.
Why you speak that?
Well, I've already explained this to you. We've had a whole conversation about this, but basically,
Listen, if you would go in that way of conversation, it's not okay for me. And also not for
I understand. I apologize, sir. So,
what is your full name?
It's Jasper Lust, sir. So,
Sorry, what is your name?
I just told you.
I did not hear it well.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'll say it again. It is Jasper Lust. So, you
can spell your name, please?
my guy, if you can't listen, not my problem. So, we are releasing a report on your scam website soon. So, if there's...
Make a deal with you. You pay the rent for the people who have a house by us. You pay the rent. You can do that and call us everything. But the ones who have housing by us, property and rent out something by us, you pay the rent from now on, okay? You do that?
That makes absolutely no sense.
No, but
no, he's not at home. He's only speaking spam website and this and this. What was your name one time more?
Sir, my name is still Jasper Lutz and we are releasing...
Speak, you make...
Yeah, and I do wonder, why do you run 5 completely identical websites?
Now that is a matter of the web designers, of course.
No, it's not.
Do you have a girlfriend?
What?
I don't think so, because you're very ugly.
Fella, you are absolutely bonkers.
Buddy, you gotta make up your mind. Am I gay or am I ugly?
You're very ugly.
Okay. Fair enough, man, fair enough.
bother me. Yes?
Well, we are not bothering you. We are giving you a chance to defend yourself before we release our report.
That no girlfriend wants you.
Interesting deflection. Interesting deflection. I mean, at least neither of us, I guess, are scamming people.
Can we get a therapist to talk with you on camera? That would be riveting.
I think about you, what I speak before. You have too much time. You're not interested in real good business and people who...
No, this is our job. That's called what... Have you met reporters ever?
Reporters ever. Dus when that is a good job, it's a good job. When it's not a good job, it's not a good job. Why you go to cabinets? They all...
Do you ever think about something before you say something?
And then you're laughing. It's not serious, I hope.
Yeah, you know what else isn't very nice? Defrauding people.
Oh gosh, what a guy. Are you a gay?
I love him, honestly. Like, his willingness to just be an idiot on the phone was phenomenal.
It's so unfortunate we could never actually talk to the guy.
Yeah, but I'm just getting word in. We have some people
at the scene.
Yeah. Oh my God. Jeez. Well, let's.
Who are they?
It's Jer Speltz and Jeremy Fitzpatrick.
Oh, they're professionals. Let's cut to them right away. Thank you very much. We're right here in front of Boderman's house, and yeah, he doesn't know we're coming. Is he actually gonna be here this time? I'm really nervous about this one.
Hi, is Mr. Botermans here?
No.
No? No. He's not at home? Well, so I'm guessing he was home.
What are you basing that on?
The fact that
they closed the windows, locked the door, and ran away? Huh. All right, let's go back to the studio.
Yep.
Thanks you guys for that amazing report. Unfortunate that he wasn't home, I suppose. Man, this drink is quite sweet. Sweet like candy. There's a new epidemic throughout big cities. Awful scammy candy stores selling bad candy for crazy prices. Last year we investigated them and tested whether or not they actually rig their scales. They do. Jasper went inside, filled up a bag with candy, and even weighed it on his own scale. And their scales lied and overcharged massively.
And this sucked, but I wasn't comfortable confronting staff because I was the only customer there for 30 minutes with 2 staff members. And that just hasn't sat right with me because this was the middle of summer in a big city like Prague, and there were no customers there. So if no one buys anything, how do they pay their staff? Especially as they're a big chain, Captain Candy, with locations all over Europe. Okay, let's get some basic facts out of the way.
Okay.
Captain Candy, our store of choice, was started in 2012 here in the Czech Republic and has since moved to locations in Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, and maybe Spain.
Maybe Spain.
Because there's a lot of Captain Candy stores in Spain, but they don't advertise Spain on the main Captain Candy website, even though it has the same branding. It's quite confusing.
Huh.
Anyway, this website does tell us something about the team behind Captain Candy.
The captain?
I guess. I mean, there is a CEO, but there are 13 people working at the Captain Candy headquarters. And that is a lot of people, IMO. And this does not even include, you know, all the like people selling candy in the stores. So that's a lot of people on the payroll.
But no one's ever buying anything.
Exactly. Now, don't worry, I pulled their financial statements, but we'll get to that later, because I think first we should do an experiment. Let's go to one of their main locations in Prague and track how many sales they make in an hour on a regular day.
All right, Jasper's gonna go in for half an hour, don't buy anything, and note every sale made. And he's gonna be wearing the spy glasses. And then after half an hour, we'll switch to not be suspicious, and I'll do the same. Godspeed, soldier. All right, I haven't seen anyone else come out who actually purchased anything in quite a while.
Right, did you just buy something here? Yeah. Can I ask you, how much money did you spend on it?
8 euros for 200 grams of candy.
It's your turn. Have fun being the only customer with 2 employees.
Oh, there's no one? I'm gonna buy something.
No!
Yum, yum, yum.
Don't do it. You survived.
Come with me. Hold it in your hand.
Why did you buy something?
Guess how much in euros this was? Just on the way.
I know they're fucking overpriced, like 12?
12, yeah! We gotta check how fantastic they are. Do you want a crocodile?
Yeah, sure.
Is it delicious? Oh wait, you have that thing where your teeth like sometimes like kind of break.
No.
Maybe you should not have this actually.
Let me spit this out.
Oh, not good? Oh God.
If you want to see the full candy taste test, click join. Captain Candy actually has 2 stores, so to get as complete of a data set as possible, we're now going to go to the second one and do the same routine over there. Just track for an hour how many cells.
That sounds so good.
Let's go. Wait, according to Google Maps, we've already passed it.
That's here, tornado cheese.
Okay, Captain Candy is tomato cheese?
I like that.
Hello. According to Google Maps, Captain Candy is at this location? No. Okay. For how long has this place been here? Oh, okay. That's confusing. Thanks, bye. What the f was that?
You will not ask questions about Captain Candy in this town.
Oh my god.
So see, this is one. This is Candy Miners.
I can go ask. According to Google Maps, there's a Captain Candy, right?
This is closing.
How long ago? Do you know?
Maybe 1 or 2 months ago.
1 or 2 months ago. Interesting. Thank you so much.
Okay.
They closed down 1 or 2 months ago, but we absolutely cannot ask tornado cheese about it.
Yeah.
Let me go look into tornado cheese, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, please say it one more time.
Let me go look into tornado cheese, I guess. Let's wait an hour and then go back to the other location and just track another hour there.
Yeah, that's not going to be suspicious.
We need more data, you know? We're hard scientists.
Fair, that is true.
Not as hard as the candy, but...
Oh, nice.
So we counted the amount of sales they had and how much money was made on each sale. Now, we're using a very, very high profit margin of 25% because their candy is super overpriced and super terrible. In the first hour, they made $8.98. We're going with dollars just to keep everything consistent.
Yeah.
Second hour, $15.32.
All right.
Now, bear in mind, these are all hard estimates, right? Not
Yes.
hard facts. So on average, that's $12.15 per hour.
That's not a whole lot.
If we multiply that by 11, the amount of hours they're open every day, times 365, the amount of days they're open per year, that comes down to net profits of around $50,000 every year. Do that times 2, because, you know, they had 2 locations in Prague, and we get a total profit of around 100K per year.
All right.
Now, I was able to dig into the Czech Chamber of Commerce and find Captain Candy as a business. And I pulled their financial statements, and guess what? They made 0 money. No money going on in this company at all.
They filed nothing?
You see, it's giving shell company, right? Speaking of which, tornado cheese.
That's not a sentence I've ever heard in my life.
Do you think I was able to find anything on tornado cheese?
Can I guess?
Yeah?
No.
The answer is nope. No.
Nothing.
They're an absolute ghost. They're not on Google Maps, they're not in the business registry, they're not on Google. You cannot find anything about tornado cheese right now. Anyway, I did some further digging and I found the mother company of Captain Candy.
Okay.
I pulled their financial statements too. This is Simply Office. In 2023, Simply Office made a profit of 3,877,000 Czech crowns, which translates to around 170,000 US dollars.
Okay.
Which doesn't seem to be an amount that these 2 candy stores can make.
No.
Based on our estimates. But here's the issue. Simply Office is also just its own company. Their business seems to be that they sell ready-made companies.
So are they a private equity firm?
What the f does that mean? It seems like the owner of Simply Office is also the owner of Captain Candy. His name, Alexander Tokar. Crucially, this name is not mentioned among the 13 headquarter employees of Captain Candy. So is he like a secret owner? So I think there's a few possibilities here. The total profit that Simply Office made is 170,000 US dollars. If this is both the money made by Captain Candy and Simply Office, and they employ 13 people at the Captain Candy headquarters. They have several Simply Office physical office locations and however many in-store sales employees. How could that pay for all of those employees? So this just doesn't make sense to me. Thankfully, like I mentioned, Simply Office has some locations in Prague. And our absolute boy, Alexander Tokar, when he registered Captain Candy, gave an address. Next order of business, we're gonna go to one of these locations in Prague here, and then we're gonna drive all the way deep into the Czech Republic to get to Alexander?
Let's hit the road, I guess.
Yeah. We've arrived at their
headquarters?
Yeah, this is the Simply office location. So let's waltz in, ask who the hell is Alexander Tokar and what's the deal with Captain Candy.
And what's the deal with airplane food?
Hi, this is Simple Office, right?
Yes, right.
Yes, fantastic. Can we come in and ask a question?
Yeah, I'm open.
Good afternoon. We are looking into the store's Captain Candy. And they seem to be connected to your company in a certain way, and we're curious how.
Well, maybe we just provide seat for them, but not anyhow with like... Yes, okay, so they have just seat over here because every single company has to have a seat.
You mean a postal address, like a registration address?
Yes, right. And we just receive their post.
Yeah.
And that's it. And they are registered here as a seat of the company, yes.
Right, so who is Alexander Tokar?
I think I cannot provide you that information because that's his personal information, so sorry, cannot.
I think the main interesting thing is that Alexander Tokar is registered as the owner of Captain Candy and the owner of Simply Office.
Person in Czech Republic can have many companies, and then he can do it like you said, that he owns the company, and then you said that he owns this company, right? Simply Office.
Yes, from what we can find, yes.
Yes, that's possible. Yes, that's possible. And that he's renting the seat for other company. Yeah, that's possible.
The reason we're looking into Captain Candy is because it seems like a bit of a shady company. They don't seem to be making enough sales, and also their business registration says that they have no money whatsoever.
Like the business can be stopped. That's possible. That it's not doing anything. It's possible that it has everything freezed. Maybe not official.
The locations are still open.
Location like
physical, the stores.
Oh, they said that it's.
No, we went in. They still exist. We bought some candy.
Wow, it's surprising for. So you said that the company that is owned by Alexander Tokar is somewhere open?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know that, to be honest. No, it's not possible. As soon as we sell the company, we change the owner of the company. So that's the point of our sales.
If Simply Office sells a business to someone, and then that business makes money.
No, that's not going to us because that's the whole other situation now. Good luck with
Thank you very much.
And I hope no one will do harm for you.
No.
We'll be fine, I think.
All right, enjoy your day.
That was some incredible information.
Yeah.
Great guy, but the mystery sort of prevails because Alexander, what's going on, my guy?
Not even he was like, oh wait, they still operate?
So we have our other address for Alexander, the one that he registered Captain Candy with.
And it's only what, a 3-hour drive away?
Yep.
Let's go.
Yay!
All right, we were gonna drive to another location that we thought was Alexander's house. It might have been a different business location, we're not sure. Then the car sort of broke down. It couldn't reverse. Apparently, one of our brakes broke. Then we were towed. Now we're in a very nice car repair shop that's like fixing it. And they say it should be done in about 1 hour. Unfortunately, we won't be able to go across the entire country anymore to the next place.
For now, Alexander has defeated us, but we'll be back, Captain.
We got a new car and there's no way Alexander will be able to stop us 2 months later.
We made it eventually. We're here in Brno and we're 5 minutes away from the address, I guess.
To the guy who allegedly founded Captain Candy, maybe.
But also Simply Office, and the Simply Office guy we interviewed was very confused about that. I hope we can get some answers. I think it's one of those buildings over there.
This is 692.
We're looking for 700/19 next to the Lolita store.
Of course, yeah. The Lolita place, there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, at least I see Ita, so I'm gonna guess that.
Yeah, no, that's the Lolita place.
Oh, there it is! Simply Office!
Simply Office, let's go! The headquarters of Captain Candy are this place for some reason. Do you want to walk a little bit further into this? Hey, Simply Office?
Yeah.
Yeah, where is it?
This way.
Okay, cool, thanks. Oh my god.
So we're a couple of YouTube reporters and we're currently making an item on a company that is registered under Simply Office. Are you in any way, shape or form aware of Captain Candy?
No, but we can check if... No, we don't have this company here registered.
Right, so Alexander Tokar?
The director of our company, Simply Office.
Right, so he's also the director of Captain Candy.
No, that's not.
According to the Czech Chamber of Commerce, he is.
Yeah, okay. Captain Candy is our ready-made company, which means that it's the free company which we sell to our customers. But it's not sold yet.
There are Captain Candy stores in the Czech Republic open right now.
Okay, so maybe this some.
Yeah, there's 2 in Prague, and then it's like a bigger international organization as well, with some locations in Germany and Italy.
It's not our company. It's possible that's the only coincidence of the name.
Like just say name. And
yeah, because that's not our business.
So it would be this like exactly the same company with exactly the same name?
On the website there's no issue number, but that's illegal.
Is Alexander Tokar present here today?
Would he be willing to?
No, he's not. He's the owner of the company, but he's not here.
So his name is connected to all ready-made companies until they get sold.
Yeah, and after that it's replaced to whoever buys the company.
Thank you very much and enjoy your days.
Have a great day. Bye-bye. Chat? Who's to say that wasn't Alexander?
Yeah, there's absolutely no way.
I find this sus.
What do you mean there's a business that does the exact same, under the exact same name, in the exact same country? But it's not yours, it's not the same. All right, let's assume Simply Office was telling the truth, and coincidentally, there's 2 Captain Candices. One that's owned by Alexander Tokar, but does nothing, and one that's all over Europe scamming tourists, actually.
And was founded in the Czech Republic.
And was also founded in the Czech Republic. You could say that might be true, because on paper, the one owned by Alexander doesn't make any money. But at the same time, we don't know whether or not the actual scammy Captain Candy is registered under a different name.
Yeah, because like they mentioned, every Czech business needs to display its Chamber of Commerce number on their website. And the scammy Captain Candy does not do this.
So if they happen to be the same, we found out that Simply Office is lying.
I think this is the key to unraveling what's going on
I think
here.
so.
Now, I sent an email to Captain Candy.
Can I guess whether or not they answered?
Yes, you can.
Absolutely.
Within seconds.
Yeah,
they were like, here is our number, thank you for reaching. No, they did not. But they do have phone numbers, plural.
Oh.
Let's first try the number listed on their LinkedIn.
Horňáková, prosím.
Good morning. Do you speak English?
Yeah, but I'm driving right now. Who are you?
My name is Quinten. I was trying to reach Captain Candy.
Yes, can you call on Monday, please?
So technically all we need to know is what your Chamber of Commerce registration number is.
Sorry, I drive right now. I am not able to. Or if you can write me a message, it will be better for me.
This could be a smart tactic to get my phone number, but don't worry, we have a Czech phone number.
Oh, did you just end it with a full stop?
You bet.
That's crazy.
I guess we wait to see if this driving lady is gonna send the ICO number for Captain Candy in 20 minutes from now. Okay, so I had to do a little bit of social engineering here because this Captain Candy lady did not understand what I was looking for.
Understand or not want to give it?
I think not understand because she gave it in the end.
Oh, all right.
She kept being like, do you supply us with goods or do you want to send some marketing offer? So I said, understandable. I'm looking for the Czech branch as we are indeed looking to send an offer as it is a highly interesting brand.
No.
Untrue.
True. Yeah.
As such, the ICO numbers for the Czech locations would be great. Thank you. She sent it. And then said, you can send the offer to me and I will discuss it with me colleagues.
With me colleagues.
Yeah, so it does seem to be a different number than Alexander Tokar's Captain Candy.
Unless they're connected and owned by each other, which is also still an option if it's a shell company.
Let's see what we can find.
So apparently they mega toppled from 2021 to 2022.
Still, when we went there and we approximated their annual profits, it
was less.
Not come close to that. The main person being named in the full statement of this business is Ricard Sherry. Ricard is mentioned on the Captain Candy website as being the COO. There is one related company, sort of the company that is very tied to Captain Candy, and that one is called Sherry. This seems to be some kind of business also from the Czech Republic that includes our boy Rickard. They seem to have a lot of members on their statutory body, so a lot of people involved. So what this might be is that this is a family or a group of people who are just massive grifters who have been trying to figure out a way to make as much money as possible for a long time now. Eventually landed on Captain Candy as one of their exploits and are now trying tornado cheese, I guess. Perhaps our estimates were off. Maybe they make more sales and we were just there for 2 very unfortunate hours. I should say, apologies to Alexander.
I was about to say, it doesn't appear to be the same owned by Alexander Tokar.
But also, why register a company of that name when it exists? Captain Candy is a thing.
And also, why not give us a call to clear it up? So I guess then the only thing we can do is go to the Amsterdam version of this chain and check for 2 things. 1, is the candy equally as delicious? And 2, do they know what they're connected to? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited to see if Dutch Captain Candy is as terrible as Czech Captain Candy.
I'm terrified. Terrifying.
It looks the same.
It smells the same.
Everything is open, so can't be good for the sweets.
It's €11.09. All right, pin please. Only 11 euros for, actually hold it. Only
for absolutely nothing.
You wanna buy the snake?
Yeah, do we dual bite it?
Oh.
Yeah, my jaws are tired. It's more chewable than in Prague, but it's not good.
Oh
yeah, I'm not doing that one. I can tell you that now. I am not risking it. Let's go back in.
What if he like beats me up?
Nah, he seemed friendly. Can I just ask you something?
Yeah?
We were in the Czech Republic and we also went to Captain Candy. And
yeah, of course we have in Czech Republic. It's the main store, the first store was there.
Yeah, right, so what is the connection?
Yeah, he is the nephew of the owner, and the owner is from Czech Republic.
Oh, can I talk to him?
Of course.
Oh, sick. Dobrý den. We were in the Czech Republic too, and we saw like a Captain Candy there as well. The company was like, came forth out of another company?
This is franchise. The company is from Czech Republic.
Yeah, right. And it was like the Sherry or something?
Something, yeah.
Nick Sherry,
yeah.
I think?
You can find all the information online. You can scan the barcode and you can find everything in.
Cool, that's really cool. And you're like expanding all over Europe?
Yeah, we are just employers. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the information.
Yeah,
take care.
All right, see ya. Bye. Oh, sorry.
He didn't seem to know a whole lot, but
So where do all of these candy stores come from? Guess it's just a lucrative business that expands all across the continent. Oh my, that really gets my appetite going.
Oh jeez, it sure does. Okay, this video, I think we sort of misunderstood profits and other economic things. I failed economics in high school. Okay, I'm not.
I never took it.
I apologize. So
yeah, people didn't like that.
Yeah, no, and it's fair enough. It's a fair enough criticism. I've also very much stayed away from looking into money stuff.
Yeah.
But still, just riveting stuff.
Money stuff. It's funny you say that.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that time that we found out that our aforementioned friend Milena got robbed out of her content, and we like stumbled into a $2 million scheme.
That was cray-cray.
Yeah, I hate that.
Pizza.
But we don't have any money.
Well, I know how you can pay.
But how?
There's a website that sells leaked F content, including mine.
But that's illegal.
Yeah, but it's still online and nobody's doing anything. Can you guys find out who's behind this? And can you take them down?
We'll see what we can do.
All right, here's everything we were able to find out about the Only Fire criminal empire. Of course, like with everything ever, you can buy a subscription to all of the stolen content.
Yeah.
And there's several ways of paying, one of which being crypto.
Now, the bad thing about crypto is that it is fully anonymous, but the good thing about crypto is that you can see every transaction ever made.
Oh, really?
So I want to show you some interesting stuff that I found from this Ethereum wallet. Ethereum being one of the cryptocurrencies they accept. Now, mind you, I'm no CoffeeZilla, but I did take a quick crash course in blockchain analysis, so bear with me here. So you pay money into a wallet, Only Fire's wallet. This wallet was traceable, and I found that it has approximately no money in it.
41 cents.
But this is because every incoming payment instantly goes out to another wallet.
Kind of consider this like a bank account that's sending its money to another bank account.
And this other wallet, the one that it sends all the money to, holds over 150,000 US dollars.
Damn.
Not to get too technical, but one wallet can be connected to other wallets of other cryptocurrencies. And the multi-chain info, as it's called, contains over 328,000 US dollars.
I wish I could earn that right away.
Now this master wallet, the one with the $330,000, gets sent money from many different smaller wallets. So it seems like our OnlyFire wallet is just one of many that sends money here. But on top of that, it also sends out the money again to a number of different wallets. Some of those wallets contain no money and instantly send it out as well. Other wallets contain millions of dollars.
Whoa.
Like this one, which has over 2 million US dollars.
Insane.
So this is a very common practice for fraudulent activity or money laundering, where you try and just obscure the path of the money by sending it from wallet to wallet to wallet. I did make a report using the Breadcrumbs app just to visualize this a little bit. So I traced all the transactions of our master wallet, the one with $330,000 in it, from 3 a.m. to 7 p.m. on one day. So it's the activities of one day.
My goodness, what is this?
This node in the middle is our master wallet, the one with $330,000. This is all the incoming money from the different wallets, and this is all the outgoing money to other wallets. And as you can see, if we zoom out, it's a lot, and this is just a tiny snapshot of one day.
So maybe they have more websites or...
100% possible. Anyway, let's also pull on the other thread, namely paying by bank transfer instead of crypto. Because here you can actually find the name of a different company, namely Yima Limited. And it even gives us their bank number.
Oh, that's clever.
With this number, we found out that they're connected to the bank Citibank. And you know what bank is really easy to reach out to? Not Citibank.
Oh my goodness.
Calling them, emailing them, faxing them probably at some point.
Chatbotting them.
Chatbot.
Those always work.
They are so incredibly unreachable that there's even this Reddit thread that says, I just came here to say that if you ever really want to break someone, have them call Citibank and try to talk to a real person. I am not okay.
So that's why the scammers probably chose this bank, because...
Yeah, well, maybe more scammers choose them.
We'll make a tutorial, actually.
Why did I say that?
Anyway, so let's dig into the company name a little further. Yima Limited.
What's Yima?
Yima.
Yima!
It's like what Yoshi says when he goes down.
Yima!
So they're registered in the UK. Thankfully, we can find an address for them, very smart.
Oh, yeah.
But we can also find the name of the president. Let's just call him Mr. T.
Mr. T.
As you can see, Buddy's 19 years old. So really getting into the business.
How sad is this, right? Maybe he's just some loser who didn't get enough attention from an model.
It's definitely not great, in my opinion.
No, or maybe he showed a pic and he got it humiliated. I don't know.
Why didn't you reply? I showed you my... Now, I found Mr. T's Facebook profile. Here's him looking really cool and epic and also cool in his
Is that a cigarette?
Not a lot of useful stuff on his Facebook page, right?
No.
But then I managed to find his own personal website. He is a website builder developer kind of person.
Okay.
Quick side note, I looked through his portfolio on his website. Half of the websites are just offline and the other half are deeply, deeply broken. OnlyFire was actually kind of broken as well, where if you tried to pay using PayPal, the button was, like the clickable bit was not actually on the button.
Yeah, you had to click under the button.
Yeah. Oh. But the great thing is, right, he's selling something. You can hire Mr. T to build your website.
Yeah, he's good at it. Not.
So we resurrected our secretive personas. I became Jeremy Fitzpatrick from North Carolina, head of product.
And I'm Jules Pertz, which is an anagram of Jesper Lust. And I reached out as Jules Pertz to Mr. T to ask him like, oh, can you build a website for us and an app, please?
We really need them.
Yeah, we really do. And guess what? He replied.
No way.
He said their quotes start from £2,000.
Oh, damn.
And that he's London-based, which is something we said is very important.
We need him to be London-based for this project to help troubled London youths. And we had a very long and deeply annoying back and forth. This guy does not know how to email professionally. Oh my God.
Oh, well, that's maybe because he's 19.
But we were able to set up a meeting with him.
Oh, really?
That's right.
Oh.
So obviously, we got an appointment with him.
Yeah.
And he showed up the first time, you think?
Really?
No.
Oh, damn.
But the second time?
He didn't.
No.
No.
But then when we moved it to the third time, didn't show. But the fourth time though,
He showed.
he did.
Really?
Yes.
You're not kidding.
No.
I'm not
Really?
kidding.
No.
Oh, I'm so curious.
You want to see?
You want to see it?
I want to see this.
So I wanted to be the most douchey looking startup guy.
You kind of pull it off.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is also why I'm the whole time I'm on a treadmill while this is happening.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yes.
Hi.
Good evening. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How are
damn.
you doing today?
I'm alright.
Since we are on sort of limited time here, let's just sort of dive straight into it. Can you see the presentation?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, beautiful.
Did you guys just made a whole presentation?
Sure did.
Yep.
You made a whole presentation?
Yes.
About what?
Communio.
We made a whole
obviously.
fake company.
Oh my goodness.
The project, it's called Communio. Right, it's about building community in London. And now for the first time, we are looking to build a digital space to extend Communio beyond the walls of these physical locations. This is the website. Essentially, we just need it to be 4 pages.
Yeah, that's completely understandable.
What is it like for you to hear the voice of the guy who allegedly helped steal and resell your content?
Yeah, it's
that weird?
It's weird. I don't know. It doesn't sound like someone who should do that or.
Understood.
Then the application is the same. We just sort of ran through like options for the app, for the website.
Yeah.
Talked about tech stuff, databases.
Yeah.
It's
Did you get him to speak longer?
Typically, we get projects done in under a month.
We talked about money. His quote was £6.6 thousand.
Well, you paid him for real or what?
no, we're not paying him $7,000.
No.
We'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
That sounds fantastic. I think we have one more slide. One very important part about this call was getting him to agree to an in-person meeting. To achieve this, we made our pitch a little bit cultish.
We connected it to some sort of culty, religious-y organization that feels like it's very important to meet face to face and have the person they work with valued by valued members, which of course are Jules Spurts and Jeremy Fitzpatrick.
Duh, look at us. We are 2 of those valued members, and it would mean that in order to sign the contract, we would just need to meet you in person.
I'd have to let you know on when I'm available.
I don't know. He sounds like he doesn't want to do that. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. Eventually, he agreed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll write down my calendar as well.
Cool.
Yeah, that's completely fine. Even if it's like just outside London, I don't mind driving there.
No, we'll probably be inside anyway because we'll get like a place to stay there. So inside is perfectly fine. Like Jasper said, eventually we got him to agree to meet Jules and Jeremy for a real face-to-face talk.
So we can confront him and ask him about his involvement in Only Fire.
That would be so cool.
In a few days.
No way! Damn!
We're flying
We're
out.
about to fly! We're at the airport.
We are. There are updates though. The website Only Fire is down. It's been taken down.
The whole site.
Whole site. It's gone. I did send a takedown request to the registrar of the website. They usually don't respond to these, so that's positive. We have all the screenshots. We have all the evidence.
Okay. What about the Telegram group?
Oh god, yeah, the Telegram group. I joined it, of course, and when the site went down at first, the admin was like, "Don't worry, you guys. We're gonna compensate you with extra time when you."
I was worried.
Me too. The customer service of stolen content is excellent. But then one day later, the admin account got deleted, wiped, gone. Let's get on a plane and find Mr. T.
I'm very excited.
I'm very scared he's not gonna show up.
The worst thing would be if he knows it's us and he's just sending us on this crazy journey to the UK. And he's just not there. Okay, we're in London. It's 2 days until we meet Mr. T. And Jasper's just been going, oh my god, while staring at the second phone for the last hour.
I'm going to tell you the conversation I've just been having with him.
I'm very excited.
So we had arranged to meet him at 3 on Sunday here in London, right? Here's the message I got. Hi, Jules. My schedule is fully booked until September 19th.
No.
Due to some unexpected changes. so I won't be available for in-person meetings in London before then. My heart sank.
Yeah.
We understand this may not be what you initially expected, blah blah blah.
Sure isn't.
That said, I'm currently based near Birmingham. We're in the midst of acquiring several SaaS companies and expanding into the real estate market. Thank God. He's becoming a landlord as well. Great. If it works for your team, I'd be happy to arrange an in-person meeting in the Birmingham area during this time. Yima Limited remains firmly based in London. This is simply a temporary relocation during this phase of our growth. Once again, I appreciate you sending over the assets. I send him a brand guide for Communio. Just let me know if it works for you or not. We'll relay this to management. For now, I think we can make Birmingham work. Unless I hear something else from my supervisor, let's stick to 3 p.m. in Birmingham on the 20th, this Sunday. He responded very quickly. He's never been this quick at responding.
No, we know that. God.
Hi Jules, that should most definitely work. I'll place it in my calendar, most definitely. Keep me posted a few days before if you're being told otherwise. It is a few days before.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's now.
Yeah, I was like, oh, just got word back from management. It's all good. We'll see you there, mate. I suggested a cafe to meet him at. He replied with, how about this Starbucks that's like an hour and a half away? So I said, fine, we'll do the Starbucks.
So we're going to Birmingham.
Yeah, I booked us a bus from London to Birmingham.
How long is that ride?
It's like 3 hours.
Oh, Mr. T, no!
Is it a wild goose chase? Is he on to us?
Oh, I'm excited for 6 hours of bus. I am so nervous.
We are in Birmingham.
We are in Birmingham. That's why I'm nervous. It's scary.
Obviously. I mean, did you know this is like the most crime-ridden city
in
this part of England?
Yeah, because I slept in a park here for a video, and then you put that in the edit.
Yes.
Because I was like, well, I'm sure it's safe when I'm here, and then you ran like an article on screen.
We still have a couple of hours until the meeting.
Only 3.
We're gonna kill the time. We're gonna go over our strategy of how to confront him. And he could still just be onto us. That's an option. I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but it would be very frustrating if we spend a total of 3 hours on bus, 3 hours here, 3 hours back, and he's not there. I mean, we know what he looks like. We won't show you because of legalities and stuff. I'm so nervous, Jesper, it's crazy.
I'm excited.
It's like, what if he tries to fight us? That'd be fantastic.
No, he wouldn't be.
I feel like I should fight someone in my life, at least once.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Just
okay.
Do a boxing thing like all YouTubers do. Alright, we're just waiting for the meeting now, talking through the strategies of how to approach him, and I'm scoping out the Starbucks where we're meeting on Google Maps. And it is not looking good. Like, it's going to be really hard to escape from here. Yeah, it's not here yet. You want anything?
Want to just get a lemonade, both?
Got an iced tea, peach? Yeah. Where should we sit? Maybe on the couch?
I like the couch.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I think that's him, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm here too, sat right by the entrance with my laptop.
So we just have to walk up to him?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Wildly annoying, but alright.
Are you ready for this?
A little bit, but yeah, got it.
We're going in. Good to meet you.
Jeremy.
Hello. How are you doing?
Alright.
Yeah, we're doing
That's fantastic. First things first, we were doing a little bit of research and we found out about stolen content being resold that led directly back to your company.
Mine?
Yes. Do you have anything?
I don't know about
That's a thing that kind of like started ringing some bells, you get me?
I have no idea about that.
Because you're Yima Limited, right?
Yeah. Yima Limited and Yima Holding.
There was a copyright for Yima Payments, and then the payments went directly to Yima Limited.
Yeah, that's not even me though.
Do you have any explanation for this?
No, I actually don't even know, because obviously we use Stripe for payments, because we've got a few businesses under us that obviously we manage their funds and stuff.
So could it be one of the businesses under you? We do have your company linked to this illegal activity here.
Which is a pretty big infringement under the Digital Millennial Copyright Act. And one of our friends is a model that got her content stolen.
I don't even do any of that stuff. Like, I don't agree with it, but you know, it's people's choice. And
I do hope you understand how bad it looks that the money is going directly to Yima Limited for illegal content.
Yeah, so this is a company that I've worked for. It's also on my website. Most of the work that we've done is on the website.
Here's what the website used to look like when it was still up.
I have no idea about that website, yeah.
Then how could it happen that Yima is sort of all over this website?
I have no idea.
What are the projects you're currently working on?
I'm trying to open a crypto gambling website.
So generally speaking, like, ethics are not really something to consider. We also got a couple of projects. The way we also sort of got here is because of our friend Milena, whose content was stolen. Just need to turn it on.
This is Milena.
Hello.
Milena's content was stolen and appeared on that website. It's our friend Mr. T, and he says that the business is in no way, shape, or form connected to his.
How is that even possible that it's not connected?
That's a good question. He said he's going to dig into it.
But it's also weird that it's like leading to a UK-based company while it's a Dutch website.
It's a confusing situation for sure.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye bye. Yeah, dig into it. You got my number. Send me what you're able to find.
Yeah, definitely will.
Yeah, don't want to accidentally stumble into criminality. I think we've all been there.
Yeah.
Have a good rest of your day.
Good meeting you.
Take care, man. Take care.
What a meeting. I want to start off. You were so good.
Thank you.
It's crazy.
You killed it as well.
What did I? I was nervous as hell.
Yeah.
I was so nervous, and at some point I was just like, and then you were like, you do understand, this is a crime, and I was like, oh.
This was fun.
No, I will say I got significantly less nervous when he got really nervous.
Yep.
Did you see how he went?
Boy was pulling on his hair.
At some point his ear was red.
Also, his only defense was, I use Stripe.
Yeah, which I have a Stripe account. That means nothing.
We gotta report this to the authorities.
Yeah.
There is too much money involved.
Hey.
Let's hide from the rain and go to the police station.
UK weather be like. All right, Swagmaster. We're
What?
I don't know. We're in front of the police station here in London right now, and we're about to file the actual police file.
And also this morning, we got more confirmation that he is guilty as all hell.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, because he texted Jules. Wait, which one are you right now?
Jules.
Jules, sorry.
Jules Pertz.
Where he's kind of like, oh, thank you so much for letting me know this. I looked into it, and yeah, it's crazy, but there are some sort of payments coming from the Netherlands.
Yeah, I found it in Stripe, his favorite place ever.
He loves it. He loves Stripe.
Then he was like, thank you for telling me. It's incredible. Can you send me all of your evidence, everything you found?
And also Milena's personal contact information.
So I instantly sent him Milena's number, address. No, obviously not, you idiot. Oh my God. We will give this information to the authorities though, and they can continue investigating.
And we're not going to be filming inside of there because they might not really love that. Hey!
Hey!
So the evidence has been reported to the police and their entire website went and stayed down. And I guess the internet has one fewer scam. What are the updates on this case, apart from this being the video that unfortunately did worse, even though we really, really liked it?
I love this video, man.
Yeah.
It was so fun to get that guy to, I don't know, I felt a bit like a puppet master.
Oh, it was fantastic.
It
was so fun. It was such a quick act as well, because in a few weeks we were just suddenly going there.
Any police report updates? No.
None.
Nothing.
Strangely.
Only Fire, the website never returned, thankfully, so that's something.
What about the Telegram?
Yeah, I was in the Telegram group for Only Fire. The moderator disappeared after the website disappeared.
Oh no!
Meaning they also scammed people out of their money. I feel like anyone who was paying for stolen content deserves to get scammed. Ooh.
Ooh. It's like that time you said that every old person should get scammed.
Yeah.
Remember when you said that?
Yep.
This is a bit of a joke between us.
Nuance can be hard sometimes. But yeah, so that Telegram group, I dug into like the people that were in there because some people are just really not good with privacy, which is something this whole channel hinges on at this point.
It is.
And it mostly seems to be Dutch 20-something-year-old men who are in there and who like to pay for stolen content rather than for not stolen content. It's a choice that someone can make.
Yeah.
You know?
A choice that someone also can make is, I guess, joining a religious cult.
True, just like people can join our cult and the channel and...
By subscribing or by joining the channel membership for only $5 a month, that you get bonus content every week that no one else gets to see.
We did a juicy board meeting where we go into all the little details about the channel.
True, and moving forward. That's why I'm dressed like this, like a waiter but hotter.
I thought you were joining the cult.
An actual mysterious cult is spreading flyers all throughout the world, and probably even where you live. And honestly, I'm curious, what's happening?
But with respect, I warn you to repent from the sin.
You're looking so ready to be recruited by a cult. It's crazy. I found out a lot of interesting stuff, but it was really hard to get there, and I need you to understand why.
Okay.
So grab your phone and open up thetruth7.com.
Can I just safely open that?
This is the website that this mysterious cult seems to be promoting.
Can I start today?
You can start today.
All right, I'll start today. The end times, that's not a start. The Bible, yep. It's talking about the beast system. From Mr. The system of the beast, which is stuff like 5G and Wi-Fi.
There we go.
Oh God, there's a lot here. Oh, the ebook, wonderful. Oh, that's just a PDF. Oh my God, it's 134 pages. You go down the rabbit hole, there's a picture of the rabbit hole, that's good. Just in case you don't know what one looks like.
How would you characterize the overall vibe of this website?
Huge conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Evolution is fake too.
Of course it is. Like, basically, this website hits on all the markers of like conspirituality.
All of them.
Right? It's all the conspiracy theories combined with this like biblical evangelical vibe to it. So as you can tell, this website has a lot of information, but did you find anything about who they are?
Not a thing.
There's a contact section. They never reply to emails. Don't worry.
Yeah.
There's not even a company listed, right? It's just The Truth 7. But on a website with this much information, they're bound to slip up here and there. So let's start with a simple URL scan.
Denmark.
Denmark, yeah. Remember that for later.
Okay, all right.
And now returning to the actual website, it links to a lot of different websites of similar conspirituality coded, don't take vaccines, don't, you know, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I scraped all of those and made a map of where those websites are from.
That is interesting. I bet it's gonna be all over. Yep.
At the top of the list, of course, the US, most hits.
Yep.
Second place,
Denmark. Okay.
There's something going on with Denmark, you know? Anyway, this just shows where the websites were registered, right? So they could be in more countries.
Yeah.
When a website wants you to do a certain thing without explicitly saying it wants you to do a thing, they'll use something called nudges.
You just kind of want to steer someone into that direction without outright saying you want to do it.
Exactly. And if you identify those nudges, you can see where a website wants you to go, especially in one that is not algorithmically set up like thetruth7.com.
Yes, they want you to follow their path.
I found the phrase, "Are you born again?"
Yes.
It comes up a lot, right? It's on the main website, it is on the pamphlets they hand out. And if you click through, there's another "Are you born again?" To see this page, click here. Click again, and the first link you find under all of these "Are you born again?" nudges is for the Last Reformation, which is really cool because you can even connect with a local disciple who's really hot in your area.
Oh, I see where this might be going.
Let's look at the Last Reformation. Their site is exactly what you would expect. It's more conspirituality stuff, vaccines are bad, you need to be healed, etc., etc. Yeah.
What shape do they think the Earth is?
Very, very non-spherical.
Okay, right.
Yeah, don't worry. The Last Reformation was founded in Denmark in 2011.
By Torben Søndergaard.
Yes, Torben is our man of the hour.
Okay.
Now, you know, it really seems like there's a connection here, Denmark. Now, the big question, are they a cult or not? A lot of people seem to agree that they have a lot of cultish elements, like kickstarting events. To become a member of the Last Reformation, to become a true Christian, you need to be kickstarted by another member, which means that you are taught how to heal people by casting demons out of them.
What? You have to learn how to how to perform an exorcism on another person in order to join these people.
Don't worry, they hate gay people.
I figured. So wait, what about bi people?
Awful. Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Wait, you're telling me I can't join the, what were they called again?
The Last Reformation.
Or the Truth 7, or...
Now let's watch a quick video of one such ritual with the greatest title of all time.
What's the title? A spirit of fear left and the Holy Spirit came in a very powerful way.
Are you ready to see the Holy Spirit come in really hard?
Come with your Holy Spirit. Fill me up.
This?
Fill me up?
Fill me up. This is Torben.
Is this just hypnosis?
No, that's a demon inside of her right now.
Oh, sorry.
You see? He's saying come out. Because
Yeah, because
that demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if she's an actress or if she is just... Okay, so, I have thoughts. To me, the options are: one, there was a real demon. I find that one unlikely in this scenario. The second one is she's acting. The third one is she's genuinely mentally unwell.
I'm going to guess it's the third one.
Yeah, and that is more, I think that's the most evil one.
Yeah.
Or like, from this perspective, like...
It should come as no surprise that the Last Reformation really goes after the unstable people to recruit.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course.
In that clip, you heard Torben saying, "This is what the Bible tells us." Shockingly, the Last Reformation is not particularly popular with other Christians. How familiar are you with the subreddit r/truechristian?
Not at all.
Me neither. Anyway, there are many more posts complaining about the Last Reformation than there are posts complaining about like atheists or something. They really hate the Last Reformation.
See, the thing is, I kind of get that.
Spiritually abused by them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's less great than I thought. I just figured they were like, hey, they're making a mockery of our thing. Because like, at least atheists are just like, hey, I don't believe in any of this. These people just take it and then turn it into something bonk.
Yeah, no, it's more than that. There's a lot of people in this subreddit talking about their experiences in this cult.
Oh no.
I want to read one small excerpt.
Notice how former visible members disappear without a word, and how Sundergaard demonizes people who disagree. How Sundergaard always is the victim in his own stories, always persecuted by critics, governments, and whatnot. How Sundergaard is always wronged by others and always right himself. What? I don't know that picture. That's wild. Why is he staring at me like that?
Here's Torben looking at you while I talk.
Oh no.
So in 2019, Torben had to flee Denmark and he went to the US because, in his own words, he was being persecuted for his religious beliefs.
Right, yeah.
Which is bad. In fact, he was being investigated for some of the claims he made for his work, including curing autism by casting demons from children.
So he really doesn't like me.
No.
Oh my god, I'm like his least favorite person.
So he fled to the land of the free. However, after a couple of years there, suddenly, he was arrested.
By ICE?
Yes. So this comes from the website of the Last Reformation, right?
Yeah.
He was arrested and placed in solitary confinement like a dangerous criminal for charges like human trafficking and weapon smuggling.
Whoa!
I'm going to repeat. This comes from the website of the Last Reformation.
Okay.
Again, placed in solitary confinement like a dangerous criminal.
Right.
However, the same article also says that he was able to go on a podcast with a jail phone line.
So, wait, so he was in solitary with a full internet connection?
Yeah, of course, just going on podcasts. The Last Reformation has done excellent SEO on this. They have absolutely drowned out all results when you Google Torben Sundergaard jail with just the Last Reformation sources about how he was like abused by the system.
Yeah.
I don't know what's true, right?
Right.
Crucially, a cult, which is what I'm going to call the Last Reformation, like this, really hinges on something like this.
Yeah.
They need to be persecuted. They need to be the underdogs that are fighting against the system because they are the only ones with the truth. They know that 5G is bad, that vaccines are causing autism. But don't worry, because after this, he went back to Denmark.
Oh, but he had to flee, so he flew back?
He just went back. He's chilling now.
Ah, all right.
And after he came back to Denmark, he said the following.
Okay.
Again, the Last Reformation is the source for this.
Okay.
Sundergaard's dogged pursuit of asylum in America was based more on principle than need, based on America's foundation of religious freedom.
Right.
So after the fact, he was like, no, I didn't flee because I was being persecuted for my religion in Denmark. I just went because I wanted to.
Hey, wait, what? What you need to know, Charlie Kirk, I was jailed. And he links that to each other.
He links everything to him being jailed. Again, they need this.
Wait, so everything that happens in the world, he somehow links back to him?
Yeah.
This cult, and him being allegedly in jail according to only himself?
Pretty much.
It's all connected to this guy.
Like I already alluded to, Torben holds all the beliefs stated on the Truth 7, right, our initial website.
Yeah.
And with all of these links, it has pretty much convinced me that I'm pretty sure the Last Reformation is behind this website.
Probably.
And it makes sense for them to use a website like this, because you kind of want to suck in people without knowing that they're being sucked in.
Of course. Kind of like a funnel, like a marketing funnel.
If any half-sane person finds out about the Last Reformation, they're going to do a quick Google search and probably find that, they are really preying on children and less fortunate people to join their cult, because they'll find the bad stuff. But if you get people to first believe all the stuff that your cult stands for,
and then you just kind of funnel them over into, well, here's the thing. Yeah.
In my opinion, this really isn't that religious. Like, this is way more 4chan than it is Bible.
But are they recruiting people still, or have they just kind of stopped?
No, they are recruiting.
Oh!
This map shows all the registered disciples that you can contact and talk to if you want to join the cult. They're everywhere. I contacted every single person in the Netherlands, which is where we are right now.
How many?
It was like 60 or something.
No!
None of them ever replied. Some of them even like high-key dox themselves and just give out their phone numbers. I called them, none of them picked up. Now there is something else that's weird about the Netherlands and the Last Reformation. This is listed on their main international website.
A Netherlands address.
It is the international site. And I check this with VPNs with friends from around the world.
And it's
no
there
matter
everywhere.
where you are, it always says this exact address. Now the Last Reformation also has a Dutch division with a Dutch website.
Of course.
And they list their like foundational information. And I cross-reference that with the Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
And that is a different address.
Even a fully different town.
Returning to this first address, right?
Yeah.
I looked it up in a phone book. And hey, look, we have a name for the person who lives here.
B. Veenhuis.
Yep. So then I cross-referenced Veenhuis with the Last Reformation.
Just where you are an insane detective.
And I found...
Barton?
His name is Barton.
That sounds like a name that we would have made up for something.
I know,
That's just like Martin, but with a B?
It's like Mork.
It's like Mork, yeah!
Barton Veenhuis,
yeah.
He was the head of the Dutch division of the Last Reformation from 2017 to 2023.
Okay.
He is no longer seemingly affiliated with the Last Reformation.
Okay.
Because he is presently the secretary
of what?
Ecclesia.
Ecclesia?
Which is another Christian organization. So I gave them a call. Hi, good morning. Do you speak English?
A little bit.
Okay, great. This is Ecclesia, right?
Klopt, yes.
Oh, great. Are you associated with the Last Reformation?
No.
Oh, but Barton Veenhuis?
Yeah, we know Barton Veenhuis, yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
He is from the Last Reformation, correct?
Yeah, he was from the Last Reformation.
Oh, but he is not connected to the Last Reformation anymore?
No, he was, I think, two years ago.
I like how quick that went. It's like, oh yeah, no, yeah, of course we know Barton. Yeah, he used to be there. Just give him a call. That they have like
very
no
efficient.
Privacy.
Does Barton ever pick up his phone?
No. Okay.
Don't worry. So we have 2 addresses and 2 questions. 1. Why is Barton's address listed on the main site of the Last Reformation when he allegedly has nothing to do with the organization anymore? 2. Are they actually behind the Truth 7?
So I guess what we're gonna be doing now is visit these 2 addresses.
Yeah, don't worry, they're in a really random corner of the country.
Certified Barton moment.
Yeah, our first address is Barton.
Do you think he's gonna be there? In his house?
It's Sunday. He's a Christian, of course.
Yeah, but maybe he's in church. How long does that take? And when does that start?
That's in the morning. Right now it's almost like 5 p.m.
Oh, I'm actually a little nervous.
Why? It's just Barton.
Do you think he'll like us?
No. Okay, we're at his house. I'm just keeping the camera down.
Yeah.
To be sure.
Do I look real good?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very rich looking street, I'll say that.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if his house has solar panels, that would not compute with anything the last Reformation stands for.
That's an interesting one. Are they against or like, do they say climate change is also a hoax?
Yeah, of course. You ready?
I'm scared.
He doesn't have solar panels, so that tracks.
Does he have a doorbell? Yes. Yeah, no, there's nothing, there's no movement, there's no lights. Wait, did it make a sound for you?
No.
Oh yeah, for me neither. I guess because I figured
Yeah, you want to give it a knock.
I genuinely think he's not here because there's also no car in the driveway. Oh my god, Jasper, that's so awkward.
You've got to stand in front of the door, man. Yeah, okay, I don't think they're home.
No, they're not home.
This means that we will be coming back here, I guess.
This kind of stuff always adds like a whole like extra day of filming.
So then, let's first hit up the other address.
And then just
go back to Barton later.
Yeah. Bart in, Bart out. Okay, so we're about to take off, right? We're at the parking lot and we just see a car drive past us, drive into that street, and it looked a lot like him. So we're gonna go around and just circle the block and look in front of his house whether or not there's a car there. Oh my god, I hope it's him. That's 10. This is 10.
Yep, the car is there.
He's there. He's there. He's there.
We gotta go back and talk to him.
Oh my god, he could. What timing? What timing? Holy sh.
How big is the chance that the neighborhood WhatsApp group has already alerted him by now?
In case you're not from a country that does that, it's like a WhatsApp chat group with everyone in the neighborhood, and if you see anyone that doesn't belong in the neighborhood, and you can take that in many ways, they'll text each other and they'll panic.
Anyone wearing a hoodie. Well, here we go again.
Oh god, I'm terrified.
Take 2.
This is 5 minutes apart from each other in real time. That's crazy.
I remember if we do get in a dialogue with him to mention that you're autistic and bisexual. I really want this. And if he beats you up, don't worry, I'll run away real fast.
Thank you, thank you. I was worried.
Ask him if the B in Barton stands for BBL.
I'm not asking him that, Jasper. You ring the doorbell because I can't do it.
Sure.
He's coming. Hi, good afternoon. We're looking for the last Reformation.
Oh, yeah, that's my father. You don't live here anymore.
Oh,
because I'm his daughter.
Oh, but you're still as like the main place.
Yeah, okay.
So if you go to the main website, thelastreformation.com, at the very bottom, it just says this address.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the address.
No, I think he's also not more in the last Reformation. So
that's what I found as well, that he's no longer associated.
No.
But the address is still on the website.
It's still here.
Which is what we're
So your dad was there, but no longer, but his address, that's no longer his address, but is now your address, is still on the site.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Okay, thank you and sorry, and probably let them know.
Yeah,
Yes.
I tell. Hey, have
Perfect.
a nice
You
day.
too, enjoy your evening.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. So the first thing that I was thinking is, we mistook a completely random dude for the dude.
Like you laid out to her, this is very strange. Well, I guess we need to get more answers from the other address now.
Yeah. Well,
Let's
to the
go.
car. It's right there.
There it is.
All right, we're exactly 1 kilometer away from where the foundation is registered. Let's see if 1, they're gonna be there. 2, they're gonna want to talk to us. And 3, they're gonna want to talk to us.
Good,
I had no 3, but I just
good.
realized, yeah.
Good point. Yep.
Yeah, that might be 87, that might be 89. The one with the solar panels.
No way. Well, grab the glasses.
Oh, it looks so hot.
I know, you always do.
Okay.
You're looking so ready to be recruited by a cult. It's crazy.
Ring doorbell. Hi, good afternoon. We're looking for the last Reformation. That should be here, right?
Yeah, a little.
A little. But
I'm not working for the last information. I'm always a little bit careful to say I'm working for the last information, because last information learned me that I can pray for the sick on the street, and I have to preach the gospel.
Understand. It's like you're part of a church, you don't work for the church type thing. Yeah. Right.
Are you a believer?
It's complicated. But
So we found a website, thetruth7.com?
The 7 doctrines, yeah?
Truth 7.
The Truth 7, which also linked to the last Reformation.
Yeah, and they flyer.
Truth 7, I don't know.
Barton?
Barton?
Yeah.
He was, Barton, is you in...
Yeah, we tried to find him.
A man of 2 meters.
Oh, is he? No, he wasn't there. He didn't live there anymore. So we talked to his daughter.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing now. He's going to the church, and Ecclesiastes is the church, name of the church where he went to now. Do you know the Bible?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. In the Bible is written that we have to please repent for the forgiveness of your sin, for example.
And how would you repent?
How?
Yeah.
From your sin. You know, and when I ask you, are you a good person? What do you say?
I hope so.
Yeah, you hope so?
I hope so. Yeah.
And when I ask you, did you ever lie in your life?
I have lied in my life, 100%.
And are you able to heal people?
Yeah, I'm able to heal. I'm not able. In the name of Jesus, there is healing.
I have autism, and there was a section that talked about not being super fond of autistic people. But you're telling me that everyone can join and like have their sins cured and stuff.
Yeah.
But the site didn't really make me feel like an autistic person would be allowed to do such a thing. You get me?
Not autism, whatever. I don't know. But because when you believe, there is power in the name of Jesus.
One of my fears, I think, with Christianity, because I am gay and I really like men.
Wait.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah,
I'm gay.
Yeah.
I've never felt welcome, I think, in Christian communities, and I wonder if the Last Reformation can be a place for me.
You know, when you're gay, the Bible is clear about this, because man with man is not done. It's a sin. You can be gay against feelings, it's not wrong with that. But when you act with that, it's wrong what the Bible is saying. But with respect, I warn you to repent from the sin.
So I can have gay sex and then repent, and then it is okay.
Yeah, when you repent and do not again. Eh?
We also saw a video of the founder of Last Reformation doing exorcisms on the street.
There was a demon inside of
like
someone.
a demon expellation.
And then the demon came out, I think, and then
Quite
the Holy
hard.
Spirit came inside of her.
Yeah.
It's
possible. I have an example for that because we had a Jesus cafe in Emmen for a long time, and people can come in a cafe, and we preach the gospel in a cafe. And
the Holy Spirit can
the Holy Spirit
come inside of a
to
cafe.
repent, and I saw there was a demon coming out, and he would not come out.
You saw that?
Yeah. I not saw. A demon.
Yeah.
I know it's a demon.
Yes.
And I prayed, go out in the name of Jesus.
Well, again, thank you so much, Jeremy, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay.
Take care.
Have a good time.
Yeah,
Have
you
a
too.
great
Enjoy
day.
your evening.
Goodbye.
He was at least not dangerous.
No, he wasn't dangerous, but I was like, you're already autistic, I'll be the gay one.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to do it. I appreciate that, because I could tell he liked that less.
My read on this guy is that he is a man who genuinely wants to do good, but from a very young age has been caught up in Christianity.
Yes.
And kind of all the bad parts of it too.
I feel like he's more so a little bit of a straw man character for the Last Reformation.
Pretty much. I think this is a good guy to register your thing at. He does not know about the Truth 7. I will do everything I can to somehow figure out why Barton's old address,
Who's 2 meters tall, apparently,
yep, is on that website. I need to know.
and the one-day shoot turns into a multi-week project once again.
Shocker. To be continued, stay woke. Hello!
Hey, what's poppin'?
We're so back. Okay, we're back in the place where this cult is apparently really doing its thing. I gave you a new address.
Yeah, it's a 9-minute drive. Let's take off immediately.
Let me tell you how I got to this address, because I'm 99% sure it's Barton. Because ultimately, the big questions are, is this cult the Truth 7? And secondly, maybe more strikingly, why is that family's address on the main site of the Last Reformation?
It is weird.
Why is Barton's old address on there?
And why is he named Barton?
The first thing I did was that I checked Dutch housing ownership databases.
We have those?
We do. To check when this address changed hands. That was in 2017. Then I lined this up with the annual reports of the Dutch Last Reformation. And I saw that in 2017, the address listed on those reports shifted from the one on the main website now to a new one.
Okay.
Which lines up with when the house was sold.
Yeah.
I then checked the ownership details of that address.
Right.
And I saw that it was sold in 2014, so that lines up pretty perfectly.
Right.
Implying that Barton moved house in 2017.
That makes sense, because now he doesn't live there anymore, but his family does.
Yeah. Now, I assume that this is Barton's address. He allegedly left the last Reformation.
Yes.
His old address is still on the main side.
That is also weird, because then it's like, did he leave or?
So maybe he did leave and now Torben absolutely hates this guy and is doxing his family on the main side.
Oh, that might not be impossible.
I don't know.
Because they, yeah.
Maybe I'm reading into it, but let's see if Barton is home. Fingers crossed.
Are you nervous?
I'm not.
Why are you never nervous for anything except for things that I wouldn't be nervous about? Like spiders or that's it?
I don't know. It's very exciting to hopefully finally meet this guy that I've been digitally hunting for a while.
That makes sense. You ring it.
Sure.
Hi, good afternoon. We're looking for Barton.
Yeah? Yeah, from the last Reformation.
From the last Reformation.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah. Are you still with the last Reformation?
No. We're very intrigued by it, but also this second group that seems to be tied into it called the Seven, I forgot.
The Truth7.com.
Truth7.
Okay, I can give you 2 addresses.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
Sure, yes. That'd be great.
Well, to get your telephone number?
I can also give an email, maybe, if that's easier.
Yeah.
Your spelts at Proton.
And maybe your phone number?
Yeah, sure.
And your name is?
Jurspelts. It's just like the...
Jurspelts.
Yeah. One thing we noticed on the website of the last Reformation, the international one, at the bottom is an address, the 10.
Oh, I lived there. I moved.
Why is it on there?
Oh, I will ask the man in charge to change it.
Right.
Now you're still in contact, so that should be easy.
Yeah, okay, that's the wrong address.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your dinner, so sorry. All right, likewise, bye-bye. Also, yeah, we don't have a phone number. Cool, so what's your email? This. So what's your phone number? Okay, it is a few days later again, and Barton was gonna send us 2 addresses.
Yeah, and he sent us like 1-ish, because this man definitely has severe dyslexia. Because he just sent us the address of the guy that we already spoke to, but misspelled like everything.
Yeah, these guys really love doxing each other in like a little circle.
Circle dox. But the family's address on the main side was deleted immediately after we visited Barton, so that seems to have been a genuine mistake somehow.
And speaking of doxing, sorta, every single house that we've been recording this outro in front of is actually one of the registered members of the Last Reformation.
So is the Truth7 the Last Reformation? I think so. But it seems like they have a very nice protective circle of older, unknowing, kind-looking men to protect their thing.
So in conclusion, don't be homophobic, don't be in a cult, do buy cult apparel, subscribe. Gosh, man, if only I could talk to them people one more time.
Yeah, if only they threw an event that you could sign up to.
Wait, are our really handsome reporters still on the scene?
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just getting worried. Back to you.
That's right, I am Jeremy Fitzpatrick here on the scene directly in front of the lunch organized by the Last Reformation that we, Jeremy Fitzpatrick and Jurspelts, are officially signed up for.
Oh, look, the Last Reformation, the beginning, which, if it's the last one, then it's...
Yeah.
If early Christianity would have been filmed, it would look like this. It's just a field, guys. Hello.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you can put your sticker on it?
Thank you. Yeah. No, that's perfect. Thank you.
Here we go.
All right.
Let's go. Oh, they got merch?
Apparently so.
Are you the organizer of this event? See, I saw your t-shirt and I was like, that's beautiful.
My name is Erik.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Spelts.
Hey.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What is like sort of the thing you're doing here?
Today we're talking about the gospel.
Sharing their stories, start praying for people. And that's also what the weekend is about, to equip people to start to do.
So that's the kickstart.
Yeah. Just experiencing that is like, wow,
that's amazing.
So it's like a faith that's just something from Sunday becomes something from everyday life.
So anyone can just come inside Of hair, yeah, okay.
It's so amazing to see how God can bring light, how He can bring hope in every situation. We know stories about people who've been used when they were young, and they had such a difficulty. I know someone that the perpetrator was convicted, he had to go to jail for so many years, but this person was with so much bitterness and anger and had so much issues. But when she came to the place of repentance, so she decided to forgive this person, and she got set free from the bitterness, from the anxiety, from the anger, and etc.
It's like therapy.
I was gonna say that.
It totally changed her whole life. And now she cannot stop talking about what Jesus did, because it is not only that her life got changed, but also because of what Jesus did, He paid the price.
Yeah. Okay, Jeremy, how do we feel?
That, I think they genuinely do mean well, but not in a way that you and I would see as the right way.
I think the story he told about someone getting assaulted and then getting helped by the church, it's like so saddening.
Because what you said, like it's like therapy, I was also thinking that would have done the same.
Because like they
if
said,
not more.
now this person has become like obsessed with Jesus, and
Yeah.
I'm not sure you need to replace your trauma with Jesus. Like you know, you might want to actually work through that. Also, when you were in the bathroom, a random dude showed up. He was like, "Where do I know you from?"
what's your name on social?
Jerspelt, my name.
Really? No! Did you get that, you think?
I think so. And I just said, "Oh, I'm Jerspelt," and he walked away. All right, back to you.
Whoa! I don't know why we did. I'm not sure why I did that.
Yeah,
it's not like we're not like teleporting. That's not the bit that we're doing. Thanks, you guys, on the scene. That was great. We looked for the CEO of Hot Singles in your area
We sure did.
for almost a year.
Yep.
And in the end, this happened. A year ago, we investigated the single women in your area, and it turns out they were real. But ever since then, we've been curious, who is behind checksinglewomen.com? Who actually is the CEO of Hot Singles in your area? This investigation took 11 months. Here's what we found. We are so back.
Oh, yes, we are, baby. So the company behind Czech Single Women is called abum.cz.
I like abum.
This company registered itself in 2004, and even though the website abum.cz is no longer active, it appears to have been a sort of marketplace in the mid-2000s, just selling stuff and allowing people to sell stuff.
Like an actual just secondhand item marketplace.
And then the first iteration of checksinglewomen.com popped up in 2010. Now, interestingly enough, the Czech version seems to always have marketed to women to find foreign men, rather than men to find Czech women.
Interesting.
Oh, and also, on the Czech side, women don't have to pay to use it, whereas men have to pay for it.
Actually, I mean, that we have to pay, I am well aware of, but...
Now, the name of the owner of Abum, and thus Czech Single Women, is Pavel Kubis, and when running that name, I found another company. This is a company that he previously owned up until 2018, called Came. We're just gonna go with Came.
So we got a bum and came.
A bum and came. I came in a... Anyway.
Yeah.
So in 2018, he quit being the owner of Came and became the owner of Abum, and the owner of Abum then became the owner of Came. So they switcherooed. The two names of the people who switched were also interesting because it's Pavel Kubis and Jana Kubisova. They're not the same surnames, but they're very, very similar to a point where I think that they might just be related.
Oh, Kubis and Kubis, so yeah.
And these people are also incredibly hard to find personal information about because they don't have any social media, there's no presence. Don't worry though, they sure registered their address. And both Abum and Came are at the same address in Olomouc, which is very far away.
How far?
It's deep in the Czech Republic, baby.
Yay!
Do we think the Kia Picanto can make this?
Okay, the Kia Picanto definitely didn't make the trip and had to get towed when we made it to Prague. We don't have time to go back to the Czech Republic until May, so in the meantime, I signed up to Czech Single Women as Clork. And it seems like there's almost no real people left on the site. The only people that are left are like these really bad catfish scammers. So yeah, anyway. All right, it's all come down to this. Are we gonna find the CEO of hot singles in your area?
We are finally in the town where Czech Single Women is registered.
And you're also next to a bunch of trash.
Yeah, I'm next to you. Comedy. Do you think they hate us for like wrecking their business?
I hadn't thought of it, but they might know what we look like. Are you nervous?
No, I'm excited.
I'm also excited.
I want to meet this guy. I want to ask like, hey, why did you start CzechSingleWomen.com? It is somewhere in this complex, but the complex is like a circle basically.
Maybe the hottest singles were the singles we made along the way. I keep forgetting how small these glasses are on my face.
But they look great on you.
5.
Yeah, 991. Let's go in, baby.
You don't want to take a moment to savor the fact that we're literally in front of the office that runs the hot singles in your area, that everyone gets like bombarded. Like everyone knows this.
I see Kubisovi.
It's Tesla. Maybe you can say thank you, Elon Musk again, and then for people to not understand the joke.
Yeah, people really got that joke.
Are these residential buildings?
Well, what I found is that there are multiple companies registered on this address, but it could still be a residential building. Let's just
stake out.
Hang out here for a little while.
I was thinking the same thing. We gotta find someone.
In Olomouc, but not here.
Pavel Kubis is not here.
Not here. That is in the other place, but I don't know.
Oh, but because we did see the Kubisova on the door.
This is other old lady. This is other.
An old lady. Oh my God. Is her name Jana?
I don't know.
Okay, so he doesn't live here anymore.
Everyone gets sus because he doesn't know a Pavel Kubis. Then he reappears. He knows exactly
who it is, where he used to live, and where he lives now.
Yes, and that the Kubisova here
is an old lady.
But also he doesn't know her name.
I don't assume you'd be willing to give her our contact.
Well, I can try.
That would be fantastic.
Do you have paper?
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
To call us or email us or anything, that would be amazing.
I wanna.
You wanna just get to a cafe or something?
Let's find a little cafe.
All right.
Yeah. First thing I realized, and I'm very stupid for this, and I really don't like myself for this. Obviously, Pavel and Jana are related. Jana is a woman, therefore her surname is Kubisova. That's the female suffix.
Wait, they changed their last name?
Yeah, Pavel Kubis, because he's a man, he doesn't get the ova at the end. I'm sorry for not realizing this, Czech people. So what I think happened is that Pavel's mother started this company, then transferred it to Pavel, but kept it registered right here. Now, I unleashed my sort of deep stalking methods onto Pavel as a person living here rather than as a business entity. Tracking down his insurance, I was able to find his phone number and his presumed address cross-referenced and confirmed with 2 separate sources. It is a 20-minute walk from here.
Yeah, wait, I need the context that we were here for what, 30 minutes and you found his home address? So were we not close at all with the previous building?
This is the building where a bum is registered, where Czech Single Women is run from.
Where I was born.
Yeah, but I think the actual man running it lives elsewhere.
Then let's go. This is so exciting. It's like a treasure hunt. Wait, is that where we're going in? The little alleyway?
I think so.
Oh, cool. Great.
We're looking for number 95631, and it's on the 3rd floor.
This is a terrifying alleyway.
It's just kind of a cute alleyway, IMO.
I guess I'm just not used to alleyways.
Yeah, you're more of a cul-de-sac kind of guy.
Wait, which one? How far away are we?
The 1 minute.
It couldn't possibly be this abandoned house building, right?
No, so it is in this building behind you somewhere. 95631. Oh my God, yes.
This is the building. Wait. Well, Google Lens translation time. Dear customers, we have cameras inside. Reconstruction space terminated. Contact building management.
It doesn't look like there's people still living here.
It does not.
What can we see inside? Except for nothing.
But is there not still an apartment complex?
Do you want to like look up? I don't think Pavel is hanging out here.
That's what?
Me? What?
No, that's okay. That's what the comments think anyway.
Let's circle the entire thing just to be sure.
Excuse me, do you keep more Pavels in the back?
I mean, if you look up, the entire thing seems to be completely decrepit.
Yeah, no, there's most certainly no one in this building.
Is their whole tactic to just like evade and register at weird addresses or something?
Maybe? I mean, it could be a shell company and a shell company and a shell company.
Yeah, but it seems to be a literal mother and son company. Let's call his phone number because I got that anyway. Oh, look at the name on the smart display.
Ten, komu voláte, neodpovídá. Zkuste to prosím později.
Yeah. What the fuck? Okay. Like, I have another lead. It's not the strongest lead, which is why I didn't mention it initially.
Yeah.
But I found another address linked to Pavel Kubiz, but it was only on one website. See, it could be that he at some point did enter his actual address somewhere, and this was like his one slip up.
That is not impossible. That's how someone stalked me one time.
You love getting stalked.
I'm not a fan, but how far is it?
14-minute walk. I really desperately hope he's at this address. Oh, Jesus.
I've never walked this much through an unknown city in my life. This is for sure a house that still exists.
Yeah, it should be this one.
Yeah, 339-5. We're there.
Oh, God, please let that
but
be
it's multiple bells.
A Kubis in here.
No, Kubis.
The place where I got this address, which I didn't really believe initially, so I'm not too shocked. It also came with a phone number. This phone number is different from the one we already called and confirmed is Pavel. Let's just call both numbers again.
Sure.
First, I'm trying the new number.
Okay.
Okay. Let's try Pavel again. It's gonna ring forever and then he's not gonna pick up again, isn't it?
Probably, yeah.
Maybe he just doesn't pick up because he sees like a Dutch number. So maybe we should get a Czech number and try and reach him that way. This is the most frustrating thing I've done in quite a while.
Pavel, we will find you. Oh, gonna try and call Pavel.
Yep.
This time with a Czech phone number that we took home to the Netherlands.
And I want to tell you one other thing.
Oh.
I knew this, but Pavel runs another website, which is sort of like a marketplace for people who do chores. If you need your house painted, you can go to stavdoom.com.
Stavdoom?
It's Czech.
Oh, okay.
Doom means house.
Ah, okay.
But this website also comes with another phone number, so there's another phone number to try and get to fucking Pavel Pavel. Want to try the OG one first?
Yeah.
Yep. Děkuji. Let's try the Stavdoom number. Here we go. Surely Broski's got to pick up one of his phones. Because at the very least, they're all turned on.
Wait, line busy. We were disconnected. We've spoken to his mom's neighbors who have delivered a message. She's for sure delivering that message because she was like, wait, the old lady?
Yeah.
So they kind of know what's happening. We've called a bunch with hidden numbers. We've called a bunch now with a Czech number. Jesper, beautiful audience member. It has been almost half a year since we tried to uncover the CEO of the hot Czech single women. Couldn't find Mr. Pavel. We went to these abandoned buildings.
And we've been trying in the meantime. I reached out to Pavel's multiple businesses being like, I want to buy it, I'm interested.
Right.
I also reached out to Allianz, where he might work, ? They did not get back to
We'll get to that.
We tried to get help.
We sent a local spy. Couldn't find him. We sent a hacker that we met at the Portugal airport when we were recording there one time.
Yep.
Couldn't find him. But then, in our comment section of one of our videos, PMODK, he said, I'm an old hacker fart, but for some reason, really like watching your videos. So I said, hey, hacker, imagine I want to find someone. He said, I can find that person. So we connect on Discord. He said, just give me everything you've already found. He found more. So first and foremost, we talked about Allianz. He works there, right? Yes. That was confirmed by Hacker Guy himself.
Crucially, right, he kept it legal.
Hacker Guy was fully legal.
We're sticking to OSINT.
Yeah. So what's next? This is his house.
I recognize this address.
Yes. Turns out the one address that you've already also found that we didn't go to is his real address. And we'll get to why this is his real address, but this is 99% confirmed his address.
Incredibly frustrating, right? So that day we were there checking out all the addresses. There was one final one that we decided not to go to for several reasons.
Yes.
Firstly, it was listed on
No, it's always good.
Addresses, extremely unreliable. We had already been on this wild goose chase, you know, sort of like opposite sunken cost valley, I guess.
Yes. If this is Pavel's house, then it turns out that the one right next to it is probably owned by his brother.
Ah.
You know how he got to that conclusion apart from finding their names connected to it? They have the exact same solar panels at the exact same model and make and serial number.
Obviously, yep, okay.
Turns out, Pavel grew up in a poor neighborhood. This is all we know about that, but he apparently grew up quite poor. But like I said, we know where he lives.
I think we gotta go to the Czech Republic again.
All right, we've driven over to the Czech Republic again, and we're gonna scope out his house in the darkness because tomorrow we're gonna try and see if we can talk to him. But we gotta really check the parameters first. I'm scared and excited. Also, this is an insane route.
Does bro just live in a field? What if Pavel is currently following us?
That would be quite scary.
He lives at the end of a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Which makes things all the worse, to be fair.
Yes, because we can't park exactly on the cul-de-sac.
We can't do a drive-by check. Okay, at least there's some more cars and houses here.
Yeah. Oh, a bus!
Oh, that's nice. It's a Czech Single Women Express. It feels rich.
Oh, extremely.
It seems kinda airy. It's probably the darkness.
Yeah, and the fact that there's no one. Then I guess tomorrow we knock on his door, because it's a bit on the late side.
It feels good to at least know what street we're up against.
True. We're on our way to Pavel's house during the daytime right now.
Will he be home?
I really hope so. I'm genuinely so scared. Are you?
I'm just scared of him not being there.
This is such a rich neighborhood. Oh my gosh.
I think you need to put on the glasses and it's time for us to go knock on his door, baby.
Ah! I have like this really cool line prepared where he opens the door and I go, "Hello, Pavel." What if I can't do it? And it's just like, "Hey, Pavel." Like we've been tracking this guy down since April.
March was the first time we went to the Czech Republic to potentially meet him.
Yeah.
So I've been researching since at least like February, but honestly I think January.
And like this guy's website basically made the channel to what it is currently. So that.
Should we thank him?
Oh nice, 1 degree.
Well, into the Czech Single Women cul-de-sac we go.
This is so odd, Jesper. Oh, not loving that. According to PMO, it should be the one on the corner.
The faraway one with the locked gate. There is no like doorbell or anything here. So you said that he owns multiple houses here, including the one next to his.
According to Hacker Guy, yeah.
We can ring that one.
Should we?
Yeah, I think so. Based on the lack of lights, I'm gonna guess there's no one home. Okay, to be fair, I don't see any cars here.
According to our records, he has 3. Dog.
Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah.
That was unexpected.
That is the sweetest dog ever. Can you tell Pavel that we're here?
I think you're right, they're just not there, because someone would have checked on the dog hella barking. We do know they're not on the long trip if dog is outside.
True. That means they're gonna have to come back.
Yeah.
And I think it also means that we're gonna have to come back.
Yeah, realistically speaking, we're gonna have to wait until like after 5.
Thankfully, it is the end of the year and it will be perfectly dark by 5.
Oh, you're right, it's gonna be so dark. Oh man.
Well, the church is notifying us that we are back.
And good thing we also have our infrared binoculars.
So it's 6 p.m. right now. He should be home from his day job of running CzechSingleWomen.com. Yeah. Can you recite the trespassing laws?
Right, I was talking to Hacker Guy in the meantime, and we went over the trespassing laws of the Czech Republic. We are absolutely not allowed to open a fence that's not open. That is extremely illegal.
All right.
We are allowed and even encouraged to rattle it for noise.
Dope. And we can yell.
How is it 6 p.m.? It feels like it's like 11.
Winter fans be like, ah yes, 3 p.m.
I like winter. A car as well as like, what's that on the right?
A new trailer? Or stuff has been put on the trailer? I think I can see something or someone through the window.
Oh, I see someone, yeah.
Dobry den? Hi, sorry. We're looking for Pavel Kubis. Are you Pavel?
No.
Does he live here?
No more.
Oh, did he move?
What do you want?
Oh, he runs our favorite website, CzechSingleWomen.com.
We're looking for an interview.
He lives in Olomouc.
Do you happen to have a phone number or something?
1 moment.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Thank you so much. Dobry den.
Hi.
You can come in.
Oh, sure. Thank you. Did he tell you what we asked for?
They didn't say anything to me. So
Oh,
what's going on?
buddy. Oh. We're looking for Pavel
Kubis.
Kubis. He used to live here.
Yeah, yes, for 10 years, but we are divorced. So I'm with the children here, and he is in Olomouc. And where are you from?
We're from the Netherlands.
Oh.
The backstory is Pavel Kubis, he founded a website, a dating website in the Czech Republic. And about a year ago, we looked into the website because a lot of scammers are active on that website.
Okay.
And we wondered if he knew.
Yeah, we wanted.
So he's like checking each profile to kind of avoid the scammers.
Interesting. No, because there's quite a few. Because we looked into it, and there's quite a few scammers still on there. Because we talked to them.
The website is like, I don't know, like 10 years old maybe already. You would like to speak with him.
If we could, that'd be so sick.
He is in Olomouc.
Oh, I mean, we sleep there now.
We can go there.
I don't know if he has a contact.
I must ask first.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. Oh, what a lovely dog.
Yeah. Roxy, you said?
Pavle? Ahoy. You have like a channel or something? Or
correct, yeah.
On YouTube?
Yes.
No way.
We kind of want to say thank you to him as well because
our biggest video ever was about this website. Yes.
I apologize. I must go home.
Oh, of course, of course.
I have my children.
Yeah, no, of course. No, thank you so much. This has been really helpful.
It's not a problem.
Thank you.
So sadly, my dad went today to some like I don't know, to his friend or something. So he's like out of the town. But he's also like he got something like this before, like with some TV station or radio or something, and he doesn't like it that much, so he doesn't want to get involved also. So,
yeah. No, that is understandable.
Yeah. I tried to explain like that it's nothing against him, but
yeah. No, then I think if you could, for us, just tell him that basically every profile is a scammer.
Yeah, like we've driven to people's houses and stuff to like meet them, and then they're like different people, that kind of stuff. So, but I can imagine your dad doesn't really necessarily want to drive to everybody's house, so.
Well, I mean, a suggestion could be requiring like ID to sign up.
That's smart, that's smart, yeah.
If he ever wants like help with improving the website or anything like that,
he could always reach out.
Yeah, he can totally reach out to us.
Wait, I'm just gonna go for my phone.
Yes,
Sure.
of course.
He seems like a good guy.
He's just a regular entrepreneur with an extremely kind family.
It's like not at all what I expected to happen, but somehow maybe even better than what I expected, you know?
Oh, this is just something for the travel kit.
Oh my
gosh, I don't know.
Thank you. Oh, do you know, these are his favorites.
Oh,
no
he loves them.
I import them every time I'm here. They're so good.
It's okay, I'm just sorry they like.
No, not at all. We just showed up at your house. Like, if anything, we should be sorry.
So yeah, genuinely, if he wants any help or anything with the website.
Any reports that we have so far we can share.
He made it now like, into more languages.
Oh, really?
It was more about German guys meeting like Czech women. Because,
specifically German.
Because Germans have money, right?
It is interesting because a sort of hallmark of the scammers is that they will speak German. Basically all of them.
Do speak German.
Like they switch between German, Czech and English kind of at random.
Thank you so much for all this and not feeling super creeped out by 3 people from the Netherlands appearing in your front yard. So
I was just surprised when my stepdad said like, oh, there are some people who speak English. It's like, what? In this village, it's like.
I can imagine. It was only a 12-hour drive, it was okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, thank you so much. Lovely meeting you, and we'll get out of your hair.
Thank you so much.
All right. Yes, enjoy your evening.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Did we expect to walk away with 3 chocolate wafers?
I think I expected everything but that. But yeah, no, I expected to be, I don't know, attacked, chased off the lot. I was not expecting to be invited in, find out the guy is a perfectly fine guy who just built a site to provide for his family.
Is aware of scammers but doesn't really know how to deal with them.
Actively tries.
Yeah.
And has a very kind, welcoming family who then gave us the chocolate. Gosh, what a wholesome, heartwarming twist. You know what was also a twist? Me and Pavel's daughter talked about our shared interest in China.
The more you know.
That's a pretty interesting twist.
Gosh, well, let's move into the grand finale.
The most recent video, but also one that's doing fantastically. I really love you as well, and honestly, everyone who's already seen it has been wildly happy about this. So
let's go back to the hot singles.
Let's go hot. I don't know why I did
Are you
that.
a train?
A train? Hot. The lonely singles in your area are real. We've already figured that out. But after hunting down the CEO, we now actually want to talk to one of the women of CheckSingleWomen.com. Can we track down a scammer and confront them?
Hot singles in your area, they're so back.
Yes!
And you know who else is not back, because we haven't met him before, but
Borton.
He's our new guy.
I love him.
Borton made an account on CheckSingleWomen.com and started rizzing up girls like crazy.
That makes sense, look at him.
Now, as you found last video, it seems to be full of scammers now.
Oh yeah, there's almost no real person.
Like just catfishes all around. But then...
Sverg?
Sverg. This is Sverg.
Of course.
She hit up Borton being like, oh my god, you're so hot.
That makes sense.
Sverg is 39 years old. She's from Olomouc, and she's a huge Telegram fan.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
Olomouc is fun because that's where we are right now. We were here to track down the CEO of Hot Singles.
Yeah.
Now, the main question here is the following.
Is Sverg a common name and it leads to GitHub?
Yeah, the only real result was someone having the username Sverg on GitHub.
Yeah.
So then I hit up the reverse image search on Sverg's face.
Of course.
There's a load of results.
Oh, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn.
They all sort of have different names. There's Charissa Littlejohn, there's Amelia Griffin, there's Caroline Wilson. It's like, this picture seems to be used for a lot of scams.
It's a lot of face claims, yeah.
But I wanted to know the actual person behind the picture, and I was able to trace it back to a YouTube account.
She's actually Charissa Littlejohn.
Charissa Littlejohn, who is a veteran mum gun YouTuber.
Huh.
You know?
That's not necessarily what I expected.
No. And it made Borton very nervous. Are all the women on CheckSingleWomen.com just fake nowadays? But then, a light in the dark.
Monka. Oh.
She is 30 and she's from Ostrava, which is pretty close to Olomouc where we are right now. Here's the beautiful thing about Monka. She hid on all the signs of a good old Czech single woman, a real woman but scam.
Just like in the previous episode.
Language. Switching between German, Czech, and English like crazy.
Okay.
Saying I love you within one day.
My therapist told me to stop doing that.
Asking for money within minutes. Switching to WhatsApp in the first message on CheckSingleWomen.com.
That's nice. Maybe it's fun to note that this decently expensive website only allows you to message 5 messages a day.
Yeah, her opening message was just like, here's my number.
That's good.
Which is something women always do on dating apps.
Yeah, no, true.
Going to Revolut, asking for Revolut.
Interesting.
It seems like Revolut is the new Western Union for scammers.
Oh, I feel bad for Revolut because I quite like them.
And lastly, asking for money consistently.
Okay.
Let's go through some of the conversations Borton and Moncha have had.
That sounds good.
Let's act them out.
That sounds even better.
Ich werde dich wohl anhand des Fotos wiedererkennen.
Hello, my love. Yes, sorry. This is my profile picture. Why do you speak German? I'm currently relaxing at my Airbnb. And you? Where do you live, my love?
Ostrava. And what are you doing then? Borton, how are you then?
Oh, Bioi. I want to go there soon. Will you meet me, my love? Very good, baby. Send me your picture.
Ja, ich schicke dir das gewünschte Exemplar.
Whoa! My love, you are so gorgeous. Baby, I need to cook my lunch, but I will write to you very soon. Borton! Port out!
I understand you, but I wanted to go now, my love. If you wouldn't send me some money for food before we see each other, my love.
My love, how can I send you money? Venmo?
Through the account, love.
I am happy to help, but we must meet soon. I only help girls who are looking for a long-term relationship. What do you mean, my sweet baby girl?
I'm saying that you can also send love via Revolut to the account.
I will skip ahead a little bit because this is where the scammers turn into a Revolut help desk. And TLDR, Borten couldn't get it to work.
And then this weekend, we will meet and I will make you the happiest, gorgeous girl.
Okay, you did the re-recording, my love.
We never figured out what the re-recording was. So
okay,
fast forward
yep.
to the next day. Guten Morgen!
Oh nein, Dinosaurus. My love, are you German?
Nein, bin ich nicht. Fast forward a day of Revolut helpdesking.
You are the most groggiest girl, Moncha.
Yes, I am.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So Moncha gave an address. At first she only gave the square that she lives on, but after Borten pressed on, we got a number. And I checked it on Google Street View. It's a real address.
Okay.
I think Moncha might live here.
We should drive there immediately.
Yeah, because I want to speak to a hot single in our area.
All right, we're almost at the Moncha Hotel.
Borten has obviously told Moncha that he's coming. This was pre-arranged days before. Today she's been saying, my love, sorry, I can't today.
What? We're almost there.
What I think is happening is that she is just trying to delay Borten's arrival to get money from him at a distance.
Yeah, exactly.
We're basically there. Oh, that's nice. It's the trash tree. 609 is the one we're looking for.
All right.
This right here is 610.
Okay.
So then logically that would be 69.
67.
Okay, this is Moncha's address. Okay, so we have a list of names there. None of them are Moncha's name.
None?
Okay, Borten is just gonna call her.
I think it's good if you call her. I mean Borten.
Okay, we're calling. Call declined.
Moncha?
I'm sending her a picture of her front door.
That's smart. That's smart. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding. She's gonna come down now and say sorry.
Okay, but I can't go out. Let me in then. So do we think she just gave us a random fucking address?
I think, honestly, maybe.
Calling again. Call declined. Love, I can't go out. I'm very, very sick, but I'm not in Ostrava. And I think we're blocked.
We're blocked? But Borten loves her so much.
I think she just gave a random fake address.
I think so.
That is crazy. Okay, so I was kind of expecting that because obviously I did a Facebook check on our Moncha.
Of course.
To verify that she's real, and she is in fact real. There she is. Just as a quick side note, she goes on loads of holidays, so I'm just gonna assume she has money. Another thing I noticed was that she says where she lives on Facebook. Here is where she told Borten she lived.
Yeah.
It's where we went. Where do you think these places are where she says she's from on her Facebook?
Should be right next to it.
Yeah, it's on the opposite side of the country.
Right, okay.
And I was able to more or less verify that she does actually live in this region right here because all her family with the same last name is like from towns in that area. The only thing that could salvage this situation, Jurspelts.
Yes!
Can you explain him real quick?
Jurspelts, which is an anagram of Jasper Lust, is one of Jasper's personas that we made up years ago when we wanted to take a stranger to couples therapy and we needed a producer persona that didn't exist.
So he came in with the second burner phone and hit up Moncha with the following message.
My name is Jurspelts and I'm a producer and I found you in a Czech phone book. I'm surveying people in the Czech Republic. Can you confirm that you are Monica from Ústí nad Labem? I offer payment of 100 euros for 30 minutes of your time. Or I ask you some simple questions. Let me know. Thanks, Jurspelts.
Not entirely a lie.
No.
We do want to speak to her.
And we'd give her the money.
Here's what unfolded, right? She agreed, but she needed prepayment, which is why I had you send
50 euros, yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, I sent her that.
My employer has sent it. Please provide me with a location for tomorrow. That was a trade-off, right?
I won't do it for so little money. Send me another 50 and we'll meet tomorrow. Oh, I hate her. And then he said, I understand your scheme. Do not bullshit me. Send me the location or I will report you to the police.
Jurspelts is like...
Oh, Jurspelts is cutthroat.
So then, Moncha replied,
Lovosice at the entrance 14. Do you have my address?
Lovosice, right, is one of the towns...
You said that, yeah. Number 14 of 1 Street.
What I eventually kind of assumed and figured out was happening here is that she's using an auto-translate thing to send these messages.
Oh, yeah.
I started translating things that were like at the entrance or a raid from Czech to English. And eventually I ended up on U Najezdu. In that town, there is a street called U Nadjezdu.
Oh!
This morning, Moncha kind of confirmed our meeting.
Just now?
But added something.
Okay. And it's in German again. Limmerich Hotel Labe.
Yeah. So she confirmed the address, but then was like, also...
Hotel.
This hotel, which is in sort of the next town over. Also one of the worst rated hotels there, but whatever.
That's not a great picture.
I think at 1 p.m. we're gonna go to the address. If we don't find anything there, we can go to this hotel.
I'm so stoked. Let's find Monica.
Okay, we are a couple of meters from her house, potentially.
I'm so excited, it's crazy.
Also, let's see if she speaks German, Czech, or English.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, because I speak one of them.
Number 14, off we go.
All right, I'm a little scared.
It's just Jur Speltz and his boss.
That is 14.
This is 14.
Yeah, this building's 14. Oh, they're unmarked?
I guess Jur Speltz gotta give a call.
He's calling.
No answer.
Do you think we should just ring a bell?
Yep, I think that's the only way. Dobrý den, Monica? Well, the little icon here says wait.
Oh yeah.
But
wait for what? We already connected.
Maybe someone's coming, or?
Wanna hit her with another call?
Quinten?
Yeah.
I think we're blocked.
Yeah, if you send something, it goes to 1 tick?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she blocked us. And no more profile picture.
Does she just give out random addresses? But she gave an address that is in the city where I could confirm via other ways that she does live.
Yes.
You would almost guess that she would live in one of the surrounding places to confirm that we're here. But it makes me want to check all the nameplates for all the surrounding places.
Yeah, let's do that. No.
No, I mean that's a different Monica.
No, honestly, asking people might be the smartest move. Oh, maybe this random person walking?
Dobrý den. Do you speak English? Trošku. This woman.
Yeah.
Do you know her?
My teta.
Your aunt?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Where is she?
Better.
She's over there. I doubt it. Yeah, I think bro was just memeing, honestly. We're looking for this woman.
I don't know her.
You have not seen her in this area?
I've seen her.
No? Okay, thank you very much. I don't know where to go from it right now. We can go to the hotel,
I guess.
But she did block Jur Speltz.
Maybe I'm crazy. I just feel like we should make one more lap.
Sure. This woman, do you know her?
Woman is home here?
Yeah, somewhere here. Do you know?
Don't know.
Thanks. Everyone's extremely willing to give information to two dudes looking for a woman.
My friend is no.
Also don't know. No, understandable. This woman?
Daddy.
Daddy?
Yeah.
Ah, let's go.
Okay,
so every kid knows this woman. Dobrý den?
Ano.
Monica?
Ano.
Jur Speltz. I cannot f***ing believe this word.
Me neither.
Do you speak English? That's Sarah. Ah, I know.
Who's this lady of her?
This is her mom.
Oh, her mom.
She's here?
Yeah.
Oh, can you go get her? Thank you. Great. So I instantly recognize her from Facebook stalking. I know that that's her mom. You know, it does feel good to have a secret weapon. Like, if anything at any point goes wrong, we just say 6, 7, and you know they'll go off.
You're right. You're like the smoke screen.
There we are. Hello, Monica? Monica, nice to meet you. Du sprichst Deutsch?
No.
Hello, you speak English?
Yes, I speak English.
We are asking your sister if she knows this man. WhatsApp?
Yeah.
You have it. Can I see it on your phone?
You're looking in the archives.
No zeptej se, Páťo.
This is the chat, I think.
Can I ask you why you're looking for this guy or what's happened?
Yeah, here's what I think is going on.
Yeah.
I think your sister's pictures and profile is being used on scammy dating websites in the Czech Republic.
Yes.
And we are investigating those. Someone pretending to be
her,
your sister,
is trying to get money out of people internationally.
The person pretending to be Monica has like a Revolut account in her name.
Because your sister does not use Revolut?
Also, thank you for translating.
Yeah, thanks for the translation, yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Borten.
Bort out.
So sometimes the presumed scammer turns out to be the victim.
Yeah, the real Monica is innocent, and I have another way of verifying this, because after she blocked Borten, quote unquote, in Ostrava, I put another burner SIM into the burner phone and just started hitting up the scammer Moncha as another person on Check Single Women she matched with. She texted this person while we were speaking to the real Monica.
While we were actually holding her phone and everything, which is crazy. So someone is stealing her entire identity to scam other people, but we still need to figure out what the identity of the actual scammer is.
I just started working away with this new burner number and pretended not to trust the scammer. And this is also where I figured out you don't really need to be all in boomer mode. Like, you want to read this?
Oh yeah, I'll read it out. You'll send me some money if I show up and you start believing it's me. Yes, I promise for real. / sarcastic. Okay, I'm curious if you can send me money right away. No, first call. Not sending you shit till I see you on call. Call me and then money? Oh dear. Oh dearie dear, pick up loser.
And I got them to agree to a video call.
I know. We were still there. We already thought we were done filming. And I quickly took out my phone to take some clips of that as well. So she picks up and the video call shows a woman who is clearly not Monica, who we met just 2 days before that. But we're also pretty sure that she wasn't the person that we were chatting with, because whenever we'd ask like any form of question, she would just kind of look over the phone.
What is your name?
And we tried to run screenshots of her face through our facial recognition software, but nothing.
So I managed to convince them to do another video call, this time
somehow
outside. And this gave me loads of information. It was the same woman outside with kids, and she showed her surroundings, including this statue right here. I had to scan Google Maps quite a bit, and then I found it.
And where was it?
It is in Lovosice.
Which is where the victim Monica, real Monica, is. So I texted pictures of this woman to both the real Monica as well as her brother-in-law that we spoke to when we were in front of Monica's house. And a few days went by. Because I asked them like, who's this person? We did not really get a reply at first because they really had to like dig into it for a second until one day, one evening, and I quickly grabbed my camera, the brother-in-law called me. Turns out they had seen this woman. Oh wait, so you do know this girl?
Yeah, we know her.
Because the real Monica's sister has a friend, and this friend lives with the brother
of the scammer.
Of the scammer. Do we know any sort of name? And her name is Kashka Sermayeva.
Oh, it's upside down.
It's upside down.
That's fine. We have a name.
We have her name, we have her Facebook.
But I feel like there's someone else involved, because Kachka Surmayova on these calls clearly did not speak German or English or anything,
no.
While in the texting, there were constant switches. And from the many Revolut help desk sessions, they sent a lot of screenshots off their phone. And in one of those screenshots, it was like a Google profile type thing.
Yeah.
And in that Google profile picture, it just said the letter L, which tends to be the first name of your profile, which tends to be your real name.
If you haven't changed your profile picture yet on Google. Yeah. Does she have like a husband or a boyfriend or?
She has the boyfriend.
Introducing
Lada Tokar. This is who I think is kind of behind it. Because I figured out by doing some intense Facebook stalking that it is Kachka's at least boyfriend.
And the brother-in-law also at first thought that Kashka's name was Tokarova, which would be the feminine version of his last name.
It's so crazy that someone who you sort of kind of know,
in kind of just your general like neighborhood,
is like stealing your whole identity.
It's like being in the grocery store and just knowing that there's a person there just taking your likeness, your name, creating a bank account in your name somehow. I did message Revolut about that as well. They take it very seriously and they're now using their fraud prevention department to really dig into all of this.
Yeah, and also the real Monica and her family are reporting this to the police as well in the Czech Republic.
So yeah, identity theft, not a joke. So I think we should try and call the scammer on a different phone one last time. Hello. Good afternoon. Kachka, good afternoon, Kachka.
She hung up as soon as she heard her name.
Yeah, hello, Kachka.
I'm gonna guess she's not picking up anymore.
I wanted to say the outro in her face. That would have been so funny. What are you sending? A picture of the bank? if she falls for that now, it's crazy.
There we go. Kachka, Surmayova, ano? Dobry den.
This is you. And the video you see on your screen right now is one that YouTube thinks you're really gonna like. So let's click it and find out whether or not they're right as well.
You're caught, by the way.
Yeah. Wow.
What a year.
Honestly, yeah. Like I know we're kind of doing like the whole bit, but that was crazy. Like this has been an insane year with videos that I'm honestly so happy with.
Yeah, and the update on that last one is that the police report has been filed and they're looking into it. So hopefully those scammers will face some kind of consequences. That would be great.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing this year with us. Even if it was just a fraction of the year, we're so happy to have you. And if this is the first time that you're here, wow, you sat through all of this for the first time? That's crazy. Yeah. But no, really, this year has been fantastic. And I'm so excited to see what we'll do next year.
Same. Remember to give us money.
Before Jasper's day job ends so he can transition over immediately without being jobless. That'd be fun. No pressure. No, but thank you so much, I guess, for being here and
Happy New Year. See you in the next one.